First and foremost, before we get into our topics today, I definitely got something to say.
Okay.
And usually this is a, lighthearted subject, but
Not subject, but show.
No, yeah, sorry. Honestly, with y'all, my mind is like all over the place right now because of what happened yesterday. So today is technically May 25th, correct?
Yep.
May 24th, 2022, some elementary school kids were murdered, to say the least. And it just had me like angry all day yesterday. I'm still angry. I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of like your kids are like my niece and nephew.
Yeah.
I have nieces and nephew on my own. And it just enrages me that 19 children were killed yesterday by an 18-year-old. Honestly, I am getting really emotional right now because I can't even imagine like what those parents are going through. Can you think about this, man? Those parents didn't know that when they dropped their kids off at school, that was going to be the last time they seen them.
100. Absolutely.
And I'm angry because apparently I'm not sure. I'm shaking. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but apparently it was that dude's birthday yesterday. He had just turned 18. And he was able to buy, like I said, my facts aren't correct right now, but this is what I've been reading, what I've been hearing, what everyone's been talking about on the news. He was able to buy these weapons yesterday on his 18th birthday. Why are, like, I believe in the Second Amendment. I really do. Everyone has the right to bear arms. My problem is, why is it so easy to get these weapons? Why? Why don't we have extensive background checks on people? Honestly, you know what I think? I think before you buy a gun, you should have to see a psychiatrist to see if you're mentally prepared or mentally like stable to even own a gun. And I also don't think you should be 18 because at 18, you're still practically a fucking kid. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
I still technically don't know. And it just enrages me. Like, honestly, the age of you should have to be to buy a gun is at least 25.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with, like, for me is that, you're not able to drink until you're 21.
Exactly.
But you're able to buy a gun at the age of 18. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know all the answers to what would be the solution, but we do have to choose children over guns.
They're the future.
We can't like sit back and go, oh, well, it's in the amendment, so we're not going to touch it. Well, kids lost their lives, 19 kids, from the ages 7 to 11. That's crazy to me. And as a father, all day today has been one of the most emotionally demanding days, especially because I had to drop my kids off at their elementary school, and I know most parents probably won't agree with this or agree with, telling their children about what happened, depending on what age they are. My kids are 9 years old. I told them about what happened yesterday.
Right.
Because I don't know if you remember, Raj, remember back in like elementary school at Allison, they used to have that drill called Mr. Allison's on campus.
Absolutely.
And, I'm not to date me and Roger, make it sound like we're hella fucking old, but, we went to school. We were in elementary school in like the very early 2000s, late 90s, right? So school shootings were a thing at that time. I think in the history of school shootings, there was only one.
They weren't as common.
No, I think at that time, Raj, there was only actual one school shooting in the history of the United States. It actually happened at Oliver's.
Nah, because Columbine had already happened.
Okay, so then two.
Yeah, that we know of, though.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, they would have reported it. So we had one in California, and then we had Columbine, which everyone knows about. Mm-hmm. So I just remember like us doing that drill and like just kind of like making fun of it. It's like, this shit's never going to happen. So I told my kids today about, what happened yesterday at another elementary school. And the preface was, hey, when they're doing these drills, whether it's a hurricane drill, and I know we don't get hurricanes in California, like take these drills seriously. And I'm not saying the kids did it, but I'm telling you that we live in a crazy world right now. And like, the chances of a school shooting happening in the future is, it's likely. I'm not expecting one to happen, especially if our elected officials don't do shit.
It's not something you should ever have to worry about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, now honestly, like I feel like a lot of parents have to like drop their kids off at school and worry like, is this going to be the last time you see your child? Because of, and honestly, the reason that I've heard why this piece of shit did it has nothing to even do with elementary school kids. You want to know what I heard? And like I said, I don't have all the facts, but what I've heard is that he did it because he was getting bullied and made fun of at school. Was it these second to fourth grade kids that were doing that?
No, he's a coward. That's just what it is. He's a coward, and I wish this was something that was avoidable. I wish it was something that could have been prevented before it happened. But to dive into the episode,
real quick though, our thoughts and prayers go out to all those families, everyone that's involved in that, to Texas in general. Honestly, I just pray for better for the world and for this country.
Yeah, 100. All right. Well, let's do this.
Get ready to do some shitting with the boys.
You like that shit, huh?
Damn, son, where'd you find that Arctic house?
I heard that on one of the last episode. I was like,
I'm Cousin P. That's Roger the Beast right next to me, as you guys already know. And today we got a returning guest. We got Scooby in the building. Scooby's here.
Yes, sir. Good to be back.
This is your first time actually being in the solo seat.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that. You don't have to stare at the spotlight
on my left
to nobody.
or my right? What's going on? Shit.
Y'all see him too? Look at that. He's on camera.
I'm shaking.
Jody's froze not blocking him. Robbie's not, Robbie's not pushing him out the frame. Let's get into this shit. What's the first thing we want to talk about? I think that the first thing is, so there's a video circulating right now on the internet of a United Airlines employee getting into a brawl. Now, you were telling me that this guy was an ex-NFL player, like the person he tried to pick a fight with?
Yeah, he's an ex-NFL player, and I think he currently still plays football, just like in like not the XFL, but like arena or some shit. He still plays.
Oh, okay.
His name was sorry, I'm still like trying to come down.
I feel.
His name was Brendan Langley.
So
never
someone who we don't know, probably like third string.
I just looked at the team he played for, and it kind of makes sense. He was a Bronco, so I mean, no one gives a shit about that crappy team.
Shots fired.
No,
I'm not gonna hit that.
No,
it's too.
No, we're not gonna hit that today.
No, not we're not gonna hit that one today. But no, it's the funniest thing too about that whole video. Actually, even before we even like discuss like what was in the video, so I heard that the employee got fired. So not only did he get his ass knocked, but he got fired. And all this shit actually happened on the same day. So he got fired on the same day.
That nigga with the double whammy.
Oh, so
he went viral and then got knocked out.
So basically, to all the listeners, because you can't see the video, of course. But so basically, what happened was there must have been some type of verbal altercation between the NFL player and the employee, right? But there's this part where the NFL player looks like he's actually trying to kind of walk away a little bit, but he's walking past him, and then the employee takes it upon himself to try to smack him in the face.
He does smack him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
he slapped him.
He connects.
Yeah, he connects because the dude was like, he was shocked. He even looks at the other employees, was like, "You see that?" And he says, "Hold on," takes all his shit, and that's when he had to, swing him.
And the craziest part too, the funny thing about if you've ever seen an NFL player, who would you
built?
Yeah, who would you say is like the smallest on the field? Probably like the cornerbacks, right?
Or a running back, depending.
Yeah.
I don't know. Them running backs are.
Well,
I mean,
not running back.
height. Yeah, they're small.
Oh,
but I'm
that's what
talking
you're
about.
talking about.
I'm talking about like muscle. Like muscle, I would probably say the wide receivers.
No, ain't none of them small. They all built.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like the
Exactly.
smallest, like in the smallest position is still bigger than the average man.
Maybe the kicker.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe the kicker.
But you still don't want to fuck with the kicker.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
'cause
fuck with
his
the kicker
job is
either.
to kick shit.
That's what I'm
I'm not
saying.
fucking with you.
Hell no. And they kick accurately too. So that motherfucker's not missing. I always wonder too, why don't more kickers get into like MMA? That seemed like that'd be a perfect fit. You know what I'm saying?
Because by the time their career is over, they're like 40-something years
That's
old.
true. Kickers last forever,
Yeah.
dog. They
They
be like,
There be 40-year-old fucking MMA fighters, bro.
that's true.
Sometimes they be
Chuck
out there.
Liddell was like in his 40s, right?
Yeah, but Chuck Liddell also fought for most of his life.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, you're an NFL kicker. That's
Yeah,
you're
you
just going into the
kicking a
ring.
ball, you
fucking
going
kicking
in
shit.
That's all you do is
You
just
just
fucking
got-
kick.
all
No,
you-
no punches, just kicks.
You gotta hope for the knockout kick off one.
Shit, they could do that shit, bro. They're. I mean, what's his name? Justin Tucker from Baltimore Ravens. Guaranteed, he needs to go into the UFC, bro.
Absolutely not.
He's
no.
kicking 60-yard field goals.
Yeah.
60-yard field goals. Could you imagine getting kicked in the head by someone who can kick a football 60 yards? I mean, that would
Are
almost
you also
decapitate
taking into
you.
account
You
that
would
the
probably- you
MMA
might
fighters
kill
are trying to
somebody.
kill you too? They're trying to fuck you up?
Bro,
It's not like they're just gonna stand there and let the guy kick.
I'm just saying, bro, some wild kicks connect. MMA is a scary. That's one sport I would never fucking do.
I would.
But MMA,
You would do MMA?
Fuck yeah.
nah,
Would you do it?
I wouldn't do no MMA because I can't do it. I move too slow.
It's not even the moving too slow part. It's the fact that not only am I skilled to hurt somebody, but that person across from me is also skilled to do the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's like there's you're not gonna get in the ring with someone who's like, you know, if you drop your guard just a little bit, you know, like if you drop your guard just a little bit with those guys, they fuck you up. They take
Exactly.
advantage.
Yeah.
Like, nah,
You get kicked in the fucking face the wrong way.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done.
or
Lights
you
out.
can kick somebody else the wrong
Yeah.
way, and then like you break your shin, like what's his name did? What was it? Anderson Silva? Yeah, that's fucking no. See,
What if that happened to Justin Tucker?
that's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
You gotta think about it. These dudes check kicks for a living. When you check a kick, man, that's like the hardest part of your bones.
They lines them up. He's like, all right, keep your head right there. I'm gonna come in and just kick that shit.
Exactly.
That's just
So
so funny.
no, football players like that should not. I don't recommend.
But
Hunters, kickers, stay away from mixed martial arts.
I don't know, man. Some of these guys are built like
Go to
that.
soccer.
Nah, soccer doesn't pay as well.
Who gives a shit? MMA doesn't pay well either.
That's
UFC does not pay well.
what's the average? Like, what is the average salary for UFC?
It's not good. I don't know the number.
Oh, okay,
But even like mid card fighters, they don't even make a lot. Unless you're a champion or a household name, you're not making practically any money.
That's the goal. Though.
They have no health benefits.
Jesus.
yeah, that's even more of a reason why I would never do that
Your
shit.
job is to literally get kicked in the fucking face and beat the fuck up, and you don't have health benefits. You
No retirement plan, no 401k.
Yeah, my arm is broken because of my last fight, but I can't do shit. I can't get.
That's pretty much what they spend their money on.
Ah, fuck that.
Those bills. That's what I'm saying. No, UFC doesn't pay well.
Fuck
Soccer
that.
probably pays better than UFC.
Probably. But soccer does more running. And like even the punter, like punters and kickers in the NFL, they don't fucking run. So they on the kickoff, they kick the ball and they walk off the field. They're not like they don't even want to tackle. They can't even tackle.
That's not true. AJ Cole popped one of your guys.
That's one guy.
Yeah, AJ, and he lit your Charger.
But
right?
most of these guys can't even fucking tackle.
I made him force a fumble. If I don't, you remember that, right?
Whatever, bro.
I think you guys lost that game too.
Oh, how many have we lost to you guys in the last couple of years?
A couple.
Okay.
It's probably close to even.
It's not even though.
It's close to even.
But it's not.
It is.
But it's
Well,
not.
at least it was a couple. It's been a couple.
You know,
what I'm saying? You
I
can't
would
say
say
you've
it's about
never lost.
500.
You know, it's hella funny. I bought me and Roger like some Charger tickets like a couple years ago.
That was the worst.
We got like fucking on the. We were basically the row, and then there was the field, right? Like we were basically right there on the field, in front of the touchdown, and I think we scored maybe 3 touchdowns right in front of us.
Yeah.
blew the Raiders out. That shit was
It wasn't
it was
a fun
amazing.
game for me. It was a fun experience. The
It was
game
cool,
sucked.
man. The fans were dope.
It was a fun experience.
It was a fun
It
experience.
was nice.
There were some dope ass fans there,
Experience.
even on the Raiders side. You
I
know?
wouldn't do it
Where
again.
we were at, on the opposite side of the field, apparently there was a bunch of fights.
Oh yeah,
You can see all the commotion across the field.
those
It's kind of
Raider
crazy.
fans, man. They're always fighting this shit, bro. I don't get it. Anyways, back to that video. So what happened was the dude, like Roger said, dude connects. He gets slapped in the face, and then the NFL player throws like a 3-piece combo at him.
Yeah, he gave him a 2-piece with the side.
It
No
was
French
fucking
fries.
crazy. All he did was hit twice, bro. And in the whole video, like after that, the guy's face was completely red. I mean, just hell of blood. Right. So that's what I'm talking about. Like,
And then he got fired.
exactly. So not,
The NFL player, he was cool. He was like, yeah.
and the funniest thing is when dude tried to get it back up, like he was like stumbling around just like he got knocked out by Mike Tyson, some type of shit, right? He was stumbling over, and then he had the nerve to confront him again. And the dude was like, he still wants some. He still wants some more. like what
Hey,
is this?
why are airports the new like fight club? You think about this?
Honestly, bro, I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, you know what? I understand why.
Why?
Like, in the airport is where I would feel the most safe to get in a fight. Because there's no guns. There's no guns,
That's
no
true.
knives.
That is. I never thought about that. Shit.
I mean, that's like the
I
only...
mean, if you're before TSA, there's definitely a chance of that.
yeah, but no one's...
I think people wait till they get after TSA and they're like,
that's what I'm saying,
they just start.
bro.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah, bro. I start calling niggas
So if
out.
you want to get in a safe fight, just go to the airport. Go
Exactly.
to TSA.
Getting a fair
100%.
fight.
That's hella funny.
That's what I'm gonna start doing, bro. I'm gonna start like taking bets at the soon as
Meet me at the Sac
soon as he
International
pass-
Airport.
yes, as soon as he passes the TSA, like, all right, we taking bets on
Motherfuckers really just buying the cheapest tickets they can find just so they can get
Just
in
to
and fight.
fight, yeah.
Oh, I'm not even getting on the plane. I'm just here to fight. What the
Do you
fuck?
even need a ticket to get past TSA? I don't even remember. I don't go on enough flights.
yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
they check your tickets before you go to TSA.
You do now. Before you
Ever since
didn't.
I was started flying in it. Yeah.
Nah, before you didn't. We were able to go all the way to the gate.
I only took my first flight this last year, so
Really?
February.
Really?
That was your first flight.
First adult flight. Yeah, I think I was on a plane when I was a baby before that, but yeah, first adult flight. I was
Damn.
This is February. Yeah,
You gotta start flying. Oh, that was to Alaska, right?
yeah.
Okay.
What'd you go to Alaska for?
Because I wanted to go to fucking Alaska. I hate the summertime. I hate being out in the fucking heats. I wanted to go experience the cold in the coldest
Who'd you
cold
go
I
with?
could possibly go by myself. My homegirl stay out there, so she let me stay.
I was about to say, I was like,
Okay. I was
Scooby,
gonna say-
in the wilderness.
Scooby went as the only black man to Alaska. He just wanted to see what it was like.
That's what I was
Hey, I think I saw like 2 other black people out there.
Oh,
You know
yeah?
what I'm saying?
Word? They
Nah,
out
they
there?
wasn't
Yeah.
black. They was just in the
Okay.
shade.
Yeah.
But was they black or was the light skinned brothers?
It
Like,
was like they weren't light skinned. They was
Were they brown or were they
They was
beige?
brown. They was brown, but
Okay.
they was like
all right,
you could tell they probably ain't been around other black folk in a minute.
Were they
Oh,
darker
yeah.
than me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
They was about
They wasn't darker
They was
than
about
me.
my
Yeah.
skin tone in the wintertime, but like not summertime. I get darker, but like my skin tone in the wintertime. That's about where they was at.
That's crazy. I don't even know what people in Alaska look like.
They look like regular fucking people.
I don't know, man. Like, they ain't got Eskimos out there, bro. Like, they don't. Like,
They actually do, but no, they
They
got
look like
I
bears,
think-
Prentice.
bro, you know what I'm saying, dog? Like, what I'm saying.
Nah, it's just it's a lot of white people.
said-
for sure.
I wonder
It's
what people
funny
look
because
like.
No, bro.
my
Like, okay,
homegirl-
if you see like someone from Egypt, you know what? Like, oh, that motherfucker's from.
Well, it's the
you know, from
funniest
the
shit,
desert.
'cause
like,
my
you
hom-
know, like you know what they look like. But what do people from the snow look like?
People.
people they, like it's from the mountains of Caucasus.
They not like like they're not like huskier. Like I would think like you would.
Nah, there's a lot of military people. Honestly,
Okay. I can imagine.
And
like,
then it's funny because my homegirl Jess, she's the only one out there, the only Mexican person I saw out there, and she's not too.
Roger got Mexicans out there.
I was like, oh shit, there's it's a lot of white people, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I enjoyed it. They're nice people.
And we gotta get you on some more flights.
Yeah,
Not to.
that's the goal.
Not to Alaska.
I'm not gonna go to Alaska.
You gonna go to the hottest place on earth next?
Was it fun?
Hell nah.
You gonna go to, you gonna go to Arizona next?
That was hella fun.
What is there to do out there?
Eat fish.
That's, you can do that here.
Nah,
You wouldn't enjoy that,
but you can't
though.
get, you can't get like good Alaskan, like the fish out there is fresh. It's fresher than fish out here. It's way better.
Then fish in Sacramento or
Yeah.
like fish like
Fish everywhere. It's just
So
fresh.
Alaska got the freshest fish in the world.
Freshest fish. Freshest fish.
Freshest fish. Say that 3 times fast.
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish.
That's hella funny.
Alaska got the freshest fish, huh?
Yeah, man.
I would imagine, bro.
You know what? Actually,
I went to an ice cave.
more.
They had
An ice cave?
Yeah, I went to an ice
Oh,
cave.
that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying? You can go sledding in Alaska.
Bro, you can do that here.
Axe throwing, all that good shit.
You can do that here too.
But you can't do it the way Alaskan motherfuckers do it.
You can't do it authentically.
Authentically.
So they just throwing
They just
axes at a
copying
tree or
shit.
something?
They just copying shit out. No.
You know what's hella funny? So we went axe throwing like a month ago, and so we went to this place called Get Axe. Shout out to Get Axe. Y'all got to sponsor us
I've been
now.
wanting to go to.
But yeah, we went to this place, right? And they had 3 different axes you could basically throw with, right? So they had like this one that was like super thick. It was kind of, had some weight on it. You actually had to use both hands to throw it. Then they had one that was kind of like a step below. It still has some weight, but you can actually throw it in one hand.
It reminded me of a tomahawk.
Right, yeah. The first one was more like a hatchet, and then the second one was more like a tomahawk.
Yeah.
Tomahawk. And then the last one, the third one, it was like this really small, like axe. Like it was more like a really small tomahawk,
Like an
but
axe
it didn't
dagger.
have the hilt. Like it didn't have like so it was just the metal. It was that was it. So we were throwing around that shit, and tell me why, bro. I was able to get the handle of the axe stuck in the wood 3 times.
It was more than 3 times.
The handle.
Yeah, it was definitely more than 3 times
You-
because I was doing it back to back.
He
The
did it
handle.
like
That's
back to
probably how
back.
you
like
fucked up
4
your
times.
shoulder.
That's probably what it was. Oh shit!
Probably why you was out of the gym for a whole week.
Oh,
Fucked up your-
man.
He's like, yeah, I threw the handle.
No,
and
it
stuck
was
in
crazy though. Like he was the only one that was able to do this.
That's crazy.
I might have to look up my.
But
I
axe
might have
throwing
to
is
do.
hella fun though. No,
I might have to do some ancestry.com to see where I got them natural skills from.
half Viking or something.
Right.
Exactly, something. I don't know. Maybe there's like
You're
a
Norwegian.
maybe there's like a axe throwing tribe in Africa. I don't know. There might be something out there. Like,
They probably do. They got everything in Africa.
yeah, shit.
Hey, it's the home of everything.
Everything.
Exactly.
Everything
The
originated there.
motherland. All right, there's a couple topics that we wanted to go through, and there was like, so we have 2 reviews that we kind of wanted to do today, but then this really big topic about rap music and where the placement. What do y'all want to do first, the reviews, or do y'all want to do that? Because I know the
I
rap.
think we should save the rap stuff for
Okay.
later because that's probably going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
So, Raj, you wanted to talk about men.
God.
No homo.
So, I think it was about a week ago now. I went with some friends to go see this movie. Now, at first we thought we was going to go see Top Gun, the new Top Gun Maverick.
I heard that shit was good.
Was it?
It's not
I
even
heard-
out yet.
I heard it
So
was
how'd you
crazy.
hear?
I heard it was crazy.
It's supposed to be.
Somebody
it co-
saw
it-
the first start.
It comes out tomorrow.
Somebody saw a first showing somewhere.
That shit happens, bro.
I don't know. They saw a
But
first
anyways,
showing.
yeah.
I think. Yeah, my boy's brother. He saw it today. Or
Now you
yesterday.
dry snitching, Scooby.
I ain't mention no names.
They about to be like,
I ain't
all right,
say no
who's
names.
Scooby? Who's Scooby's friend? Who's
How
his
many-
brother?
How many friends does he have? How many of them have siblings?
They about to start checking your list, bro.
Feds watching.
He said it was hella good. It was fire. But I was like,
So, anyways, that's what they originally told me. Then they realized, oh wait, that doesn't even come out till next week, being this
Uh-huh.
week.
mhm.
So I was like, all right. So they started asking what movies would I go to, and I'm just like, honestly, I don't even care because 1, I'm not buying the ticket.
Facts.
They bought it for me.
Mm.
2, I'm just going to go with friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I didn't give a shit.
Mhm.
They started naming Firestarter. I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's a remake. I didn't even know what it was.
Mm.
Anyways,
I think-
so I get
I
there.
think Troy Bolton's in that movie.
I don't know who that is,
That's Zac Efron. He's
Oh.
saying High School Musical.
Oh.
Troy Bolton.
bro. See, that's
You gotta get your head in the game. You gotta do that.
Oh my god, no! I didn't even take it that far, bro. Oh my god.
But anyway, so I get to my friend's house.
mhm.
I say, so what movie are you gonna see? He said, Men. And I'm like, Men? I was like, what the fuck is that? They say it's they say it's like a horror movie. I'm like, okay. So I look it up real quick. Just see, there's only like 7 actors in this movie, by the way. Yeah,
Jesus.
only 7. It's one of
It
those.
sounds like
type-
an independent film.
It kind of is, but I guess a big studio did it.
Okay.
Anyway, so I tell him, I'm like, honestly,
7
if I see
actors.
any weird shit, I'm walking out. Like, I'm not gonna stay for this shit.
Yeah.
This movie was weird from the get go.
What happened?
You didn't walk out though.
I didn't.
I
walk
can tell
out.
you didn't walk
Well,
out.
I
okay,
didn't
okay.
walk out.
Before I ask you that question, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah, what happened?
I do. By the way, I recommend
Y'all can skip
seeing this
forward
movie.
like 2 minutes.
I recommend y'all see this movie. Maybe don't go to theaters.
See it when it comes on Netflix or some shit. on Hulu.
Yeah, exactly. But I do recommend because this movie gave me stress, anxiety, and I felt like I needed therapy afterwards.
Jesus.
What was the overall preface of the movie though? Like, what's like what is it about? What's the thesis?
Okay, so it's about this woman
Okay.
who I guess is like going on a getaway because her husband just killed himself. Husband that she was going to divorce, by the way. So
Okay.
They show flashbacks in the movie.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways, she goes to this beautiful castle-like thing, and like I said, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking in the forest and shit. It's like a small community.
Yeah, some
It
majestic
kind of
type
like
shit.
it. The movie I think takes place in like England or something.
Okay.
So she's at this. She meets the homeowner. He's walking her through everything. So she goes on this hike, right?
Mhm.
Like later on in the movie, like not too far, but like probably like 5 minutes after. Like, so she's just checking out the scenery because it's beautiful. Honestly, it's something that I think everyone would do.
Mm-hmm.
She gets to this tunnel, right?
Wait, the tunnel is
There's a tunnel on the way to this hike that like a bridge, and then there's like a dark ass tunnel that looks hella far down.
Is she by herself?
She's by herself because
Nope.
the whole movie she's by herself.
Can't do it.
So she's
Movie's over. Roll the credits.
she's intrigued.
And you said there's 7 people in the movie,
Yes,
so her
yes.
husband is the only one she knows.
There's two other people have been introduced. Her husband who
Died.
killed himself by jumping off of their apartment building.
Good shit.
Yeah, and then the dude who showed her the house.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways,
The
she
agent.
gets to this tunnel on her little adventure hike.
Right.
She starts, you know how like if the tunnel's long enough and stuff, you can do echoes.
Mm-hmm.
So she starts doing these echoes
By herself.
by herself. Of
course.
Mind you, she's by herself all the time.
Of course.
She can see at the very end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Okay, she starts doing these echoes. I wish I had the fucking echo. The she was making her beat pretty much. She's going, ha, 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 and then she was just doing it like a bunch of times. So like it sounded
Okay.
like a fucking like she was like mixing some
She hit
shit.
the Princess
Uh-huh.
Fiona.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, at the end of the tunnel, you see someone get up. Like, and she's like tripping. Then all of a sudden,
Wait, it was like a silhouette, like
a
stand up?
silhouette. Yeah, just get up. She gets up. The dude gets up. I'm assuming it's a dude. I assume because it's built like one. And he does this weird ass trick, like, ah! And then just starts fucking running full speed at her.
Yep.
mind you, she's hella
No.
far away from him, so she
I'm
sees
cool.
him running. So
Stay
she
mad.
starts to kind of like she turns around, does this light jog out of there.
Nah.
But-
Light jog.
Yes, light jog.
Light jog.
I don't think she can run
I'm
fast.
fucking sprinting.
She's
okay?
white. She's white.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't think she can
Nah,
run
I'm
that fast.
sprinting.
But anyways,
Booking it.
so
outta
by the
there.
way, on the way to this trail, she went
No,
down
thanks.
this little like foot stairs
Yeah.
to get to like where she was, even like where this little trail was.
Mm-hmm.
So out she's running, she kind of stops because she's like, okay, there's no way this person's still following her. She hears the shriek again. So she starts tweaking and starts running. She runs past the stairs that she was originally supposed to go up to. So now she's lost. And she just sees like what's like another like wall that looked like it could be a tunnel. And there's this weird ass door that's locked. So she's like, okay, what the fuck? Like she obviously missed where she was going. Go ahead.
Okay.
Like, and it was just like fucking weird. So she goes up the mountain just like fucking using trees to get up there. And it takes her to this like little old ass, like what looks like it could be out of like fucking Friday the 13th, like a campsite. So that's like, what do they call like barracks and shit.
Mhm.
And like, so okay, anyway, she thinks she's safe. She's good. Like, right. Nothing's
But
bothering
she's
her.
still lost.
She's still lost in the way.
She,
Yeah.
Then
she
you're not
thinks
good.
she's safe,
You're not good. You still
but she doesn't know where she's at.
So she's kind of tweaked out about these like these abandoned houses, like barracks or whatever you want to call them. So she like walks past them, and then all of a sudden she turns and she takes a picture, right,
Yeah.
of this because she's gonna send it to her sister, who like she FaceTimes throughout the movie. Oh, I didn't even mention that. She FaceTimes her sister, and then all of a sudden her phone starts to like trip out, and you see like pixelated like of someone looking like they're screaming, and she's like, she's like thinking she's losing connection. I'm like, you clearly saw that man's mouth,
Right.
like screaming, right? So, anyways, when she takes this picture, she kind of notices off to the right. There's this yellow dude there, a yellow guy, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And she looks like closely. The motherfucker's naked.
Nah, vacation over. I'm going home.
Dick out and everything.
Back
I'm
to my
not joking.
hometown. I'm not.
His dick and balls are showing,
Uh-huh.
and she's just like standing there, like, okay. She gets back to the house. Finally, she gets back to the house.
This bitch has had a long day.
Bro, it's the next day. So check it. The next day, she starts FaceTiming her
She's
sister.
still there? I'm leaving. I'm going back
No,
home.
yeah, she
Fuck
decides
that.
to stay.
After all that shit happened, I'm going home.
Again, she's a white woman.
Bruh.
She stays there. She decides to stay. She's like, I'm not gonna let nothing ruin my little time away or something.
Bitch, you saw a whole yellow man with his dick out. You're not letting that ruin your time.
So check
A whole
this,
yellow
bro.
dick and y'all
Okay.
still chilling.
All right,
That's
so-
fucking wild.
I'm about to try to speed this up as fast as I can. She's at the house again. It's the next day. She's
Yeah.
FaceTiming her sister. Her sister's like, oh, show me the house. She shows her the house. In the background, she's not even aware of this yet. The same yellow guy, balls out and everything, dick out and everything, is sitting there stalking her, looking through the window and all that shit. And then she finally notices him and she calls the cops.
There we go.
Okay.
Finally, she makes a good judgment call.
Here's the kicker.
Oh boy.
The cops come, they arrest him. They said, like, she talks to a female cop at first.
Yeah.
Female cop's like, yeah, he smells like he's been
Marijuana
going.
or-
No, he's homeless in a sense.
Marijuana?
I don't fucking know. I
He smells
don't
like
even know why I
marijuana.
fucking said that shit.
Anyways, bro, this
I don't know
this-
what kind of weed you smoking that'll make you paint your body
Smells
yellow.
like weed.
it's that good shit.
He's been smoking the reefer,
No, homeless.
devil's lettuce. He's
So, anyways, yeah. So they arrest him. They take him in. There's a male cop. Looks very, very identical to the guy that showed her the house. Like, there's certain features that they look the same, but they're not like identical. So, okay. Anyways, they arrest him. Like, the next scene is like she's at this church, at this weird ass like church, by the way. They have like
Right.
weird statues. They have a statue of this like demon looking thing that's like has a vagina and it's like exposing itself, like the
oh, that's over. Dog, come
And
on.
she
This
starts
movie-
crying.
This movie could have been over hella long
Might I
ago.
remind you, you said if there's any weird shit, I'm walking out. This
Yeah,
whole
I
whole
was-
time,
I was
everything
intrigued.
you've said has been
You
some
watched
weird
a whole
shit.
bunch of weird shit, dog.
bro. I'm
Bro.
not even at the weirdest shit yet
Bro,
that I've
I'm
seen.
questioning
Dick
what
and balls and I'm gone.
I'm not
Fucking-
even at the weirdest shit yet.
Oh,
Just
oh
the-
my
it
God, there's
gets
more?
It gets 30 times worse.
Oh, hold on. Well, before you explain the whole movie,
No. I'm not about
Okay,
to
well,
like.
why?
So,
Go ahead.
So, anyways, turns to find out most of the dude in these like that she's meeting, they all look very similar.
Yeah, I'm out of
But
there.
apparently
brothers.
she's not catching on.
Inbred.
So, no,
That's exactly what that
It
shit
is weird. It's weird. So
It's white people
at
shit.
this church, she meets a priest. First of all, she meets her kids and she's like, his kids like play hide and seek with me. Then she's like, no. He calls her a bitch. This kid even looks like a grown ass man too. It was weird. So, anyways, she meets a priest, and then like she's starting to tell this priest about like what happened with her husband. Her husband killed himself, and then like the priest all of a sudden says some shit like, well, what caused you to make him do this? And she was like, what? And she tells him to like fuck off. All right. Come to find out, they ended up releasing the yellow naked man. So I'm gonna skip the rest of this to get to the weird.
Yeah, because he
shit.
didn't do nothing.
Here's the weirdest shit that happened in this movie.
Right.
At the very end of this movie. So, anyways, this like they fucking split this fucking person's hand open, this yellow hand. It turns out to be like all the same person because everyone that's attacking her has a fucking hand split down here. The priest shows up with the hand split and everything, washes his hand, and then he just says some like out of pocket ass shit.
Like what?
Like saying how her vagina, he pretty much giving rapey vibes. He uses the hand that's split open, grabs her neck like there, grabs her neck like right here. So like imagine like my hand is split down to here,
Yeah.
and like my fingers like this are just like right here.
No, bro, I'm out of there. I'm two piecing the priest up.
That's not even the worst part. She ends up stabbing this priest, by the way.
Oh, there we go.
Like I said, this is all the same person. Then at the very end, like, you know, right before the movie ends, not right before the movie ends, but you see like the yellow guy show up again, but this time he's fucking huge. Almost like he's pregnant.
Nice.
Like, guess what?
He is pregnant.
He is pregnant. So all of a sudden he gets on like a pregnant stance. You still see the dick in the balls.
You shit the baby out?
No, bro.
Oh.
A fucking vagina ends up. You witness a birth. You see right above the dick, right under the dick.
And I thought Midsummer was weird.
A vagina.
That movie
A
was-
vagina comes out, and then you start to see a head emerge.
I'm cool.
Guess how many times this happens?
I don't need to see that.
It happens 3 times where a vagina like
I
comes
don't
out
need
of
to see
nowhere.
this movie.
It's too much.
No,
there's too
I'm
much
telling you,
nonsense.
it will fucking like reel you in once you start to watch it. 'Cause
No, bro, what?
I'm telling you,
I'm not reeled in by shit. Nope.
This is repulsive.
You watch like 3 births come out of a vagina, 1 come out of an ass, and then 1 come out of a mouth.
Oh, bro, no wonder you said you needed fucking therapy
Bruh.
after this shit.
The last one that came out of the mouth, it ends up being her husband.
No, this movie's over. That's crazy.
It was
So,
the
bro,
wildest
credits.
thing I've
I'm going
ever
to
seen.
split up.
So I haven't seen it. Sound like Scooby, you haven't seen it. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
I honestly think you guys should see it. I'll give you like an 8, 8.5.
What?
No way.
You would give it an
Dude,
8.5?
the acting was really good though. I will say that.
No
I
way.
mean, yeah, okay. It sounds like one actor was playing a whole bunch of different people.
Absolutely. Even the chick wasn't really good.
So
She was stupid, but
automatically credits to that guy. But this
she was good.
sounds
And the woman was really good.
this sounds fucked up.
There's a deeper message I read, because I guess like in the 1700s, like the little statue I called it, I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you guys later. But
This way.
all right, yeah, my
Oh,
fault.
shit.
I'll have to tell y'all later. But apparently, like in Ireland in like the 1700s,
Yeah.
there's a really big thing about abortions. So it was like a symbolism of that, and like
I could do without it.
You know, I feel like your description of this movie was enough for me. So I feel like I've already seen it. So I technically don't need to go see
Right.
it.
I'm
We
telling
got-
y'all,
Sorry,
y'all
everybody,
should
for all
go
the mic
see it.
hits. Sorry for
Yeah,
all the
my-
mic hits,
my
guys.
bad.
This has been
You guys need
lot of
to
my
go see it. Not in theaters, like I said. Wait for it to come out on Netflix or Hulu or HBO Max or any of those. I'm telling y'all, watch it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Hey, I said if I saw any weird shit, I'm walking out. I saw weird shit, but it like was like had me curious on how this was gonna end.
shit. I might. I don't know. I don't fuck with scary movies. I mean,
It's not really scary though.
but it sounds scary. like it sounds like some shit that if it were to happen in real life, this shit would be all over the fucking news. To me, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like once it starts getting like, you know, News 10, breaking news type shit, like that's like, nah. Prentice doesn't do that shit. I like my my action movies. So
Like I said, I felt like I needed therapy afterwards. I had a headache too, as well.
yeah, you said you had major
You
anxiety.
had a headache and you felt like you needed therapy, but you're really trying to
And
sell me on going to see this fucking movie. So you want us all
You ever
to
seen
need
a movie
ther-
that gave you all
You
four of
want
those
us to
things?
all of
You
us
ever
to
seen a
need
movie that's
therapy,
seen-
just like you need therapy?
Yeah, hey,
Do we got to go to group therapy together
Here's the
as
funny
a fucking
thing.
podcast?
someone in the theater said after the movie was, I feel like everyone needs a cigarette after this movie.
That's so funny.
I'm telling y'all, it was a good movie. I would recommend it, but not go see it in theaters only because
I don't want to see a giant dick on the screen. That's
you know what the person that I was with said. Like so I told you the last person
Yeah.
was the husband. The husband was a black guy, by the way. And
of course he died at the beginning.
You know who I saw this with, by the way. He said, "Oh, I can tell it was a husband by the size of a dick." Because all the other people were white.
No.
He's like, "Oh, yep, I can tell that was a husband by his cock size."
That's hella funny.
Oh my god.
So I know we're hella late doing this because this movie's been out for like 2 weeks, but I wanted to use, I had some free tickets to the movies and they wouldn't allow me to use my free tickets unless I waited for 2 weeks for this movie to be out,
Which is stupid, by the way.
which is hella dumb.
That was stupid.
And I should have rose hell, to be honest with you.
You
Like,
should have.
you know, but Doctor Strange, we are finally going to talk about it.
Scoob, you go first.
I'm interested to hear.
Hey,
what you,
listen. I gave it an 8.
Spoilers.
But
hold on. Okay,
Spoilers.
hold on.
Spoilers.
Before you start throwing out numbers, Scoob. What did you think about it? What was your overall feeling? What was that?
listen, if y'all ain't seen it already, too bad, because I'm about to spoil the fuck out of this shit. Listen, I thought it was a good movie. I thought the visual effects fucking amazing. It was good. It was, typical Marvel shit. So I got 2 bones to pick with this shit, and it lost the point on each of these fucking bones that I got to pick with this fucking movie.
Okay.
For one, Scarlet Witch, her fucking kids, y'all couldn't find better actors better child actors?
Why? Wait. You're saying they didn't perform well, or they just didn't look like her, or
They didn't perform like it was the corniest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, I've never seen
His beef with the movie is kids.
because that was the whole premise of her doing all the bullshit that she was doing was because
fucked them kids.
was because she wanted to be with her little family, and I was just like, unless that was the point. They were supposed to be fucking little corny ass sitcom kids.
I think that kind of was the point because,
But it didn't match up with the rest of the movie's acting.
I get that, and because like you saw WandaVision, right?
Yeah,
I think it was still kind of like that.
those
like,
kids from
'cause if you-
WandaVision.
Yeah, because remember,
They're the same kid, yeah.
yeah, there was a scene where it was almost like it was still kind of like studio made, right? Like where she was dreaming about the kids,
Yeah,
and it still seemed like it was like like it was a production.
Okay.
But remember, like what I'm talking about is when she was tucking them in the bed.
yeah.
That seemed like a production.
Yeah.
That didn't seem like realistic, like how parents actually tuck their kids in bed.
True.
So I think that's the reason why they were so corny like that, because it was still a play on that. I don't know. That's
I
just
hope
my
so.
that's just my hypothesis.
I
but-
hope so, because that every time I saw it, it was cringeworthy. It was very cringeworthy in those parts.
I
And
could agree with that.
I didn't
Honestly,
fucking like
those
it.
kids had no effect on what I thought about this movie.
But-
They were barely in the movie.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Those scenes were cringeworthy to me. I didn't like it.
What was
and
the
then
other knock
also,
on it?
listen, I hated Zombie Strange. I hated when he took over his dead fucking body and goes, for one, he looked like a Thriller zombie, and like from the Thriller music video, and it was just it didn't sit right with me. Those are the 2 parts. I didn't like them.
Okay.
I was just like, okay, I was done. But the rest of the movie, as far as it had to do with the Illuminati and all that shit, it was, I'm saying I fucked with it when she went on her fucking murder spree and killed everybody. Although, if they bring back Reed Richards, and they use the same actor,
John Krasinski.
Jim
Halpert.
Yeah, Jim Halpert. If they use him for Mr. Fantastic,
That's gonna be lit.
I'm
huh?
gonna be there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, depending on the rest of the cast, and I'm gonna be there for it because that's genius.
That'd be dope.
I could agree.
If they bring him back, because he
I
did.
think they will.
Well, if you think
It's
about
the multiverse,
yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah,
and
so-
all of the people that you've seen were like the same. Like, why else would they be the same? Like Doctor Strange's,
True.
Wanda Maximoff's,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, you want to hear my opinion?
I do.
Okay, I agree about the Zombie Strange. I didn't like the Zombie Strange, the graphics of it. Like I agree. I felt like the makeup was really bad. I do. Like it just didn't look real. It looked kind of like you said, Thriller zombie-ish. But also too, that's not actually really Zombie Strange. It's
No,
just
it's
a
not.
possessed dead body.
Exactly.
Strange. Zombie Strange
Yeah,
is from
okay,
from a universe where everybody dies. It's another multiverse, but maybe I don't know. Maybe this is MCU's way of kind of playing into
By the
that.
way, the Zombie Strange didn't have time to rot, so
Okay.
All right. Thanks for all the corrections, y'all.
No, I'm not. But,
I see what you're saying.
no, but I do. But I do agree with you. Like that part was kind of like it wasn't just the graphics too. Part of me felt like it was a cop out. Like part of me felt like, okay, I see what you guys did. You made Wanda Maximoff way too OP, right? Like she's killing everybody and everything,
She
right?
literally did.
She did.
Goddamn.
She killed everybody and everything. So how do we kill her? Now fucking Strange is stuck in the multiverse. How does he get there and still stop her from winning? oh shit, there's that dead body. Remember that? Yeah, let's
at
go
the
ahead.
beginning of the movie.
Let's go ahead. It just felt like a cop out, man. It just didn't feel good. The third eye graphics, I could do a better job on the third eye graphics.
Yeah.
That
I did the way they popped up at the third. I was like,
yeah, dude, it looked bad. The vibe at the end of the movie with the change in music made it hella cartoony, like where they started adding like those electric guitar effects to like, you know, certain shit that was happening. Like it was like different little action things that were happening, and then they would have like electric guitar kind of emphasize that a punch was made or a kick was made, and that shit was just, I don't know. It didn't feel.
even the post credit was kind of cartoony to me, like the way that, like, did you watch the post credit?
Yeah, I did. I watched both of them.
And I was just like,
yeah, it just, I don't know, man.
they went from something hella serious to like, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers was getting killed, murdered. Wanda had blood on her fucking face. You know what I'm saying? People's blood on her fucking face. And then all of a sudden we're hella, you know, just, okay, we're back to PG-13 rated fucking.
You know, well, so here's one thing. So I always say, and I fall in that bunch, you know, comic book fans are the worst movie fans. We are.
Yeah.
Because we demand so much out of movies that are based off of comic book characters, not comic book storylines, right? So there was a lot of elements of this movie to me that felt like were for the fans, if that makes sense, but it didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. So for example, okay, so when they're in the multiverse and they're at the Illuminati, right? And they all show up. And then she basically goes through and kills everybody. And not only is she killing everybody, but she's doing it with so much ease. She's killing other heroes just with ease. I mean, Mr. Fantastic got turned into spaghetti.
Like some of the greatest heroes.
So this, I mean, honestly, it felt like kind of like a nod to, you know, that, what was that, Invincible? That's what it felt like. And it felt like fans may have wanted that. Like, it just, it didn't feel Marvel-like, I guess. It didn't feel MCU-like. It just felt messy. So I will say I enjoyed the movie, but as much as I was kind of, I guess, expecting, because I enjoyed Doctor Strange 1 so much, and he is going to be playing like this pivotal character in the MCU, I don't foresee myself watching this movie again. I watched Doctor Strange 1 probably about 5 to 6 times. I don't have really any interest in watching this movie again.
Wow.
Rebuttal.
I mean, well, I'm going to talk about what I liked about the movie instead of sit here and shit on it.
I like the graphics.
It's an honest review.
Do you?
We're not really shitting on it. It's honest.
I like the special effects. Some of them, not all of them. Some of the special effects were rushed. You can tell.
First of all, the Illuminati wasn't the Illuminati, because if it was the real Illuminati, Wanda wouldn't have like such ease. They had like that was like a C team Illuminati.
I just said I like the fact that they kind of included that shit in there.
No, I mean I do too, but I mean let's be real. Like there were no Tony Stark, Namor, which I don't even know if y'all know who Namor is.
We talked about him before.
You know, Professor X, you know, he was there and he was cool.
He was alright.
What I liked about when they introduced him, did you notice the music they played in the background?
Yeah.
That classic X-Men
Yeah,
cartoon
they played
movie.
the-
That was hard. I did like the Reed Richards because, you know, it's what people wanted. And, you know, hopefully he continues. My favorite scene in that movie was when Doctor Strange was fighting the other Doctor Strange and they were using the movie note, like the notes, the music notes. I thought that shit was hard.
That part felt corny to me too.
I don't even care.
I mean, it just.
Hey, sometimes I like corny. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
But that shit was hard. It was like watching Beethoven versus like
Bach.
I felt
Mozart or some shit, or I don't know.
I feel like if that was like an episode on a Doctor Strange show, I would have felt better about it.
Yeah.
Like if it was like that was like the in like a 30-minute or not a 30-minute, but like a 10-minute fight, at the end of a episode that we've all been waiting on for a Doctor Strange show. Cool. Not in the movie.
Yeah, it just started off. The movie started off so deep, and then it just ended so shallow. Right? It was like, he's having a dream where he's about to kill America Chavez, and then he wakes up from that.
It wasn't a dream.
Which it wasn't a dream. It was actually something that happened in the multiverse. Then he goes to his ex-lover's wedding where she's getting married to somebody else.
I don't think that was that deep though.
That's
honestly, that movie could have gone without that scene.
To me, that's deep because it painted the picture.
It didn't affect anything that had to do with the plot of the movie.
It did.
Not to me.
It affected. It proved Wanda wrong. So remember going back to the scene where he fights the evil Doctor Strange or the Darkhold version of Doctor Strange, right? Remember, he said that he kept going back and going to other universes because he kept trying to see when he was, which one do I actually get her? Which one do we actually fall in love and we get married? And he says, no matter what, thinking that there was a solution in another universe, there wasn't ever a solution. Remember, that was Wanda's theory too. She was saying, when I'm with my kids, the reason why I want America Chavez's power is because in the multiverse, everything is possible. So if they get sick, I can go to another universe and there's a remedy. So basically, that scene kind of just like, it was like a loop around. It was like, hey, that's not actually the case. That's not how the multiverse works. So it just painted that picture like, okay, this is a pain that I'm going to have to live with. No matter how many different universes I travel to, I still don't get the girl. It was
still unnecessary to me. I didn't need to see that shit.
It was deep to me.
Because he still, at the end of the day, says, I love you in all the universes. Corny.
This
That's
coming
corny.
from a person who thought music notes was the best part of that movie.
I said the music note fight.
I mean, the fight was cool. It's just the music note part was just, I don't know. Like for...
All right, well, go ahead and give it your... I'm done talking about it. What y'all... I don't know how you gave it an 8 because that's high. That's high.
You gave it an 8?
I gave it an 8.
That's high.
I only had 2 bones to pick with it. It's fine.
I mean, the way you guys are making it, I'm about to give this motherfucker a 4.
Well, because look,
this says
I'm sorry.
I gave it an 8 at first.
I'm sorry. The note sheet says
me. I'm going
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness review.
Mine's a 4.
Review, which means we got to go into the good, we got to go into the bad, we got to go into the general rating.
But when you're only talking about the bad, how is it an 8?
I'm sorry, I didn't give the movie a full summary.
No.
Scooby said there was 2 points against it. That's what he said. He said there was 2 points.
How do you rate your shit? First of all,
so you start from a 10.
I start from a 10. If it's a good ass fucking movie, and then I count down. If there's shit that I have against it, I'm gonna take a point away. Sometimes things get half a point away, but I'm gonna take full points. And if I run out of fucking fingers, then it's a 0.
Everything for me,
toes?
Everything for me starts at a 0.
Toes.
I have to start everything from a 0 because I can't go into a movie with these wild ass expectations. You know what I mean? Like I didn't go into this movie with wild expectations. I just thought it was going to be good. Because Doctor Strange 1 was good. I didn't see any trailers. I avoided all trailers of this movie on purpose. And I'm going to do that for all the Marvel movies because they just reveal way too much.
So I start with a 10 because of plots.
Okay.
If I see the plot in the preview and I'm like, okay, this looks like it's going to be a good movie. I'm gonna go into it fairly. I'm going to give you a 10. And if you have shit that's wrong with you, then I'm taking that shit away.
So, Roger, what's your real rating? Honestly, what's your real rating?
I forgot to add one more thing. You know what I did like the most about the movie?
Yeah.
I liked what it opened up. It opened up a bunch of things that can happen.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the Fantastic Four, Captain Carter. I could live without the fucking the other Miss Marvel or whatever, Captain Marvel.
Miss Marvel? Miss Marvel, they have like the Disney Plus show that's coming out.
I meant Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
Nah, the Miss Marvel, I think that's actually...
You could live without Carol.
Yeah, that's not Carol. That's that's Monica Rambeau or whatever.
Oh, I forgot about the...
You can live without her?
Maria Rambeau? Yeah, I can live without her.
Oh.
Because I hated how cocky she was. We can handle the Square Witch. Bitch, you got put down by a rock. Literally. And also the X-Men. Mutants. Now being in the MCU officially.
Yeah.
That's one thing I actually loosely did like that I didn't mention. So my real review was honestly a 7.8.
Okay. I'm gonna round up to an 8.
No.
Come on, Roger.
That's not my real review.
7.8, Rob.
I'll go 7.5 too. Then
What
I'd rather you round down.
Okay, my rating for this was a 5. It's a 5. It's not a 4. Same as bad
Wait,
as you thought it was going to make it.
How did you say 8 and then you went all the way down to a 5?
I never said 8. You
I
said 8.
thought you said 8.
No,
No,
you never said
okay.
8.
So with the three of us, that means we've rated it a 6.8. So basically, it's 11. It's
For
a
me,
7. It's a 7.
So I just recently saw Morbius. By the way,
Worth seeing
Yeah.
once.
it was better than Morbius.
It was better than Morbius.
It was better than
Morbius is a
Morbius. It was
movie I will
absolutely better
never
than Morbius.
watch in my life again.
Yeah, I have no desire. to
That
watch
shit
it
can
again.
be deleted from existence,
They
and
could've-
I don't think anyone would care.
Fuck your album, fuck your single, burn your hard drive. They could have burned the
Why
hard
was
drive. on that.
Tyrese in Morbius?
I don't know, bro. Tyrese
Out
has
of all
had
the
to,
people.
Why was Jared Leto? Why do we keep giving Jared Leto these movie roles like Joker and Morbius? Why?
Why do we do that?
I don't
Can
fucking
we,
know, dude.
Jared Leto? You're only good.
Are
Playing
you
like a
buying these roles,
psychopath
Jared Leto? I want to
mute.
know. I gotta.
He plays the same character regardless of
Who
the
thought
role.
Jared Leto was a good actor?
I don't fucking know, dude. Well, okay. Well, speaking of a musician, actor, one of the topics that we had on here. Who is your? Let's go top 3. Who are your top 3 favorite, or who would you say are the best rapper actors? These are
Only rapper?
yeah. I'm saying these are rappers first, and then act. Not actors that tried to put out a rap album. I don't give a fuck about them. They're not rappers, but people who actually made it in rap, and then they transitioned.
Did they have to Billboard?
No, they didn't really have the Billboard.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't have to win any Grammys, but they were on the radio.
So what defines a rapper actor? Like more than one movie, 2 movies?
They could have been in one movie, but they could have acted they ass. I mean, shit. If you want to take a one person or one movie actor and put them in your top 3, go ahead. But
Is there even any? I mean, Ice-T is the first person that comes into my mind.
Ice-T, okay. Okay.
Oh, we're going 3.
Yeah, your top 3.
Okay.
So okay, I'll go first. And y'all might want to steal some of mine. All right,
No, I mean, I already have people in mind.
Okay.
I'm just saying
I
Ice-T is the
I
first
got-
person that
I
comes
got-
to mind.
2.
the number one rapper actor is Will Smith. Did you laugh at that shit?
I laughed at it because
was Will
I
Smith a
didn't.
rapper first?
Yeah, Will Smith-
that's why I
What?
laughed at it.
No, because I thought he was acting while.
No,
I thought
he was-
I thought they were like interchangeable.
No, he was the Fresh Prince. That was his rapper name.
Yeah, I know that,
And
but I didn't know because Will Smith was acting. He
Because you
he
don't
has-
consider him ever being a rapper.
Well, he has,
in my opinion.
I do, but because I was gonna say
No,
Will
I
Smith,
don't.
but I wasn't sure
If he
started
did first.
acting first and then he went to rapping and then was rapping while he was
See,
acting.
now you're telling your age. No,
because I remember I saw Wild Wild West. I saw,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? I've
Men
seen
in Black.
Men in Black. I've seen all of the early Will Smith shit and
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he was, you know.
Yeah. No, he was rapper.
I
He
don't
was rapper
consider
first.
him. I wouldn't consider him.
Well, he has
me personally, I'm not considering.
He has a Grammy. He's an award winning.
So for like I
rapper.
said,
This
for
is
him,
true.
I'm putting actor before rapper.
Okay, because he's so good at acting, you forget that he ever
No,
rapped.
because he got famous for his acting. He didn't get famous for his rap.
Yes, he did. Roger, that's why he has a Grammy.
Prentice, if
That's why they made a
Okay,
show called
okay,
The Fresh Prince
okay.
of Bel-Air. The
Hear me
whole
out.
show was.
Hear me out. If Will Smith was still rapping today, let me finish. If Will Smith was still rapping today
Mm-hmm.
and only did like 3 movies, would you still consider this possibly?
Hey, his verse on
Do
Icon
you think
was
he
tight.
would even be listed as one of the best rappers?
No, he's not the
Okay.
best rapper. But like,
What did he get famous for? What is he? Okay, you
He
think
got-
of
he got
first
famous for rapping.
Okay, no.
Summertime was a hit?
I say Will Smith. What do you say? And if you say rap, I swear to God, I will slap you.
Watch. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna just. Y'all about to fucking see a real
No.
fight on this shit.
Wait, we gotta
Hey,
go.
we gotta go to the
airport.
Make sure ain't no guns.
No, you ask anyone and you say Will Smith. What is he known for? No one's gonna say rap.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna
If
put
you-
a poll up. And if you say rap, you're
Listen,
fucking
but it's,
okay,
but,
he's-
but
he's-
it's
but-
best rapper / actor.
That's what I'm
so it's
saying.
like it's both.
And
like,
he's known for.
I
who's-
don't consider
because
him.
you can't because you're not allowed to list anybody who's just a rapper.
He's an actor
You can't
rapper.
list anybody who's just an actor. They have to have done both.
Yeah, and a lot of people.
And Will Smith has done both, and he's done them both great at
Right.
one time.
Like, I mean, Roger, because you said Ice-T.
Rap.
You
He's
said
done
Ice-T.
rap great.
Ice-T has done more acting than he's done rapping.
But
He's in
more
the same boat.
famously known
never-
for rapping.
But
Because
we've
his
never
acting
said-
isn't as good as Will Smith's.
Bro, we've never said. I never said Will Smith was like the GOAT. He was at one time the GOAT rapper. No,
Yeah.
he was good at rapping.
Will Smith's not in my top.
He was
3
good at rapping.
because he's a fucking actor,
and he was a good.
that just happened to rap.
All right.
Will Smith is my number one. Number two is T.I. I like T.I. I like T.I. in every single movie I've ever seen him in. American Gangster, he killed that shit. ATL, killed that shit.
That's a good one.
What was that? What was the other movie? Takers, killed that role. T.I. is a beast of an actor. He should just put down the comedy thing. T.I. stand up.
Yeah, he should.
Ant-Man. Oh, dude. That's why he's.
One
I
and
forgot he
two.
was an Ant-Man.
That's why he's trying to do stand up because he was kind of comedic in that role. He thinks he's a funny guy. I don't know, but T.I. is a beast of an actor. So T.I. is my number two, and then my number three was kind of difficult. It was because when I the person I was thinking of, this is a person who's maybe been in like 2 movies, but they're like some of my favorites. And even to go back to even what you said, this person is not known for his acting. He's known for his rapping. That's Tupac. I thought Poetic Justice was one of the greatest
Juice.
movies of all times. Juice is one of
what's
the
that?
hardest
Above the
movies of
Rim?
all times. Absolutely. So yeah, Tupac's my number 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one. I got a couple. I got 3.
Oh, go ahead.
So in no particular order, because
Nah, you got to put them in order.
I gotta put them in order.
You got to put them in
All right,
order,
all right,
Scoob.
all right,
You
all
can't
right.
just be listing people out.
All
Man.
right.
Number 1,
Shit.
Scooby's best.
Number 1, 50 Cent.
That's hard.
50 Cent.
That's hard.
50,
Okay.
50 Cent.
That's
I
hard.
was like, you got to give him his flowers for Power. You got to give him his flowers for Den of Thieves. You got to give him for with Richard Die Trying and for all that shit.
Yeah. That's hard. I like that one.
Ice Cube.
Okay.
Ice Cube.
Okay. I mean, 90s Ice Cube, but lately Ice Cube? No.
Yeah. Well, I like
It's
Ice
his
Cube.
top 3. Leave
It's
me
my
get
top
it.
alone.
3. So
Okay.
like Ice because Ice
If
Cube.
I can't get Will Smith out of yours,
I mean, Ice Cube and Ice Cube and Jump Street was fucking hilarious. You can't.
Ice Cube and
leave
Jump Street.
Korean Jesus alone.
Ice Cube and Jump Street was good. Ice
don't got
Ice
time
Cube
for your
The
is-
way he
shit.
was looking when Schmidt fuck the captains. Nigga was like, every time he say that shit.
What was that movie he did with Kevin Hart? Or he did 2 of them.
Right
See,
Along.
Yeah, see those movies.
Right Along 1 and 2. I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah,
even
we could have
referring
did
to
without those. Even the one he did with Tracy Morgan, could have did without that.
First Sunday,
Yeah, that one was kind of weak. When I've watched it recently
Friday.
again.
And I recently changed. I changed one, and then I changed my last one because I was originally gonna go with somebody, but I was like, I've only seen him in one show. He did a phenomenal job in that show, but when you said T.I., I was like, yeah,
Who was the person you were gonna say?
Joey Badass.
Oh,
was
you're
he
talking
in?
about Mr. Robot.
Well, I actually haven't seen Mr. Robot, but he
Oh,
was
okay.
he was in Power Book 3, Kanan.
Okay.
And he did fucking great job in that fucking show. So
Yeah, I think he actually won an Emmy in Mr. Robot. I mean, he's
for real, yeah, I haven't seen Mr. Robot yet.
no Joey
so.
Badass is he's held his own in the acting.
Mhm.
That's probably why he ain't put out no new album. He needed to put that shit down though, because I need a new album
right.
for real.
Facts, I do too.
Okay, so that's who your number 3 would be, or
That's who my number 3 would be if you didn't knock it out with T.I. I was like T.I. Yeah, he didn't.
Ti was your number 3. Okay.
ATL, all them motherfuckers. Yeah.
Yeah, I will see. Those are classics.
Mhm.
Rashad. Those are fucking classics. All right, Rod.
No.
What's your 3?
I just had a brain fart. LL Cool J is on it.
The deep blue sea. You going back?
Wait,
Any given Sunday.
Roger.
And he gives, oh yeah. Okay.
Roger, if you're knocking Will Smith and you say LL Cool J, that's worse than Ice-T, bro.
No, it's not. This is my list, not your list. Will Smith.
Continue.
Go ahead, bro.
Continue.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
All right. You're number one.
No, that's not my number one.
That's
That's
your
my
number
number
three.
Give us your number
yes.
one.
I go 3,
Oh,
2,
you're gonna go
1.
3,
I
2,
don't,
1. All right,
I
all
don't leave the best for
Respectfully.
first.
Okay.
Respectfully.
Because you actually changed my mind on one of them.
Ooh.
You'll see.
Okay. Shit, man.
And your business.
I'm actually trolling right now, but no, LL Cool J is on my list.
Okay.
Honestly, I was gonna put Busta Rhymes on my list because I fucking loved him in Halloween Resurrected.
Busta Rhymes. He was in Higher Learning.
He's been in a few things.
That movie was great.
He definitely came to mind. Buster was.
I forgot
was
Busta.
someone came to mind.
I
honestly
honestly
forgot.
forgot. Notice I'm only naming people who survived horror movies. LL Cool J was also in Halloween H2O,
okay.
and he survived.
So those are your two right now.
Those are probably his conditions when he's
Yeah,
like
you gotta
negotiating
survive a
horror
horror
films. When he's negotiating horror films, he's like, "Look, I'll do it.
If you want
But
me
you
to
can't
pick,
kill me."
if you want me to pick you, you gotta survive a horror movie.
Ice Cube survived Anaconda.
He sure did.
He did.
Yes, he did.
That's
that
why
your
he's no.
Number one.
Oh shit!
Nah. Honestly, actually, it was Scoob that changed my mind because I'm gonna put 50 Cent number one.
There you go.
50 Cent's your number one.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, 50 Cent's he's a deserving number one.
Yeah.
But Will Smith is still the GOAT out of all those.
Will Smith's not a rapper. You ask anyone.
Will Smith is a rapper. See, the only reason why I didn't put Will Smith in my list
If
is
that's the
because
case, then Shaq's
because
a
even though
rapper
Will
actor
Smith,
too.
listen, it's
No, he's
because
a
even though
basketball
Will
player
Smith is a phenomenal
He's
actor,
made an album.
he is a phenomenal actor. He's a good musician, but I tried to figure out people who actually, like, in my opinion, held their own as a rapper, that killed it during their time as a rapper and was just like fucking great. And then also people who killed it in their movies. I like Will Smith as a rapper, but I never felt like he was a phenomenal rapper.
He had some hits.
He did have some hits. He did.
6ix9ine has some hits. Is he a phenomenal rapper?
Was 6ix9ine in movies?
I'm not saying that. That's not the point. You said he
This is
said
best rapper slash
No,
actor.
I'm not talking about the category. I'm
Wait,
talking
6ix9ine
about
has hits?
he has. Yes.
I don't think he has hits.
Does
bro.
6ix9ine have hits?
He's been Billboard
there's
like
no
at least
way.
5 times.
Just because he has hits with the masses.
I don't know,
Who
man.
else is gonna like
fuck all
like, Will Smith, like he had hits with the masses too. Is he a great rapper?
How are the billboards even determined?
Numbers.
By
listens.
plays?
Yeah.
Okay. I never pay attention.
You can
to
make a shitty song, and as long as it has, well, actually no, because there's 6ix9ine.
See, there we go. Boom. Is it a hit? No. It's
But
a
it-
shitty song.
No, but it's still Billboard, so it's technically in that considered a hit.
Fair enough. I guess. Whatever.
If you can Billboard on the top 100 out of like thousands of songs, it's considered a hit.
I guess, man.
Even though,
What did the fox say? That billboard. Is that a hit?
yes, apparently, if it Billboarded, was it a hit with me? No. Was any of 6ix9ine's music a hit with me? No.
Yeah.
Was any of Will Smith's? Maybe 1 or 2. Because parents just don't understand.
See, there we go. That's another one, man. Right there.
Okay. All right.
You know who else was going to throw in that conversation too about the rapper actors? I was thinking of DMX, the late DMX.
Yeah.
He's a great
X
actor.
gonna give it to you.
You know who else is an underrated actor and a beast of a rapper? Mos Def.
Eminem.
Mos Def.
Most Def, yeah.
Mos Def is a beast of an actor.
So is Eminem.
Eminem is an okay actor.
He's a beast.
He played himself in a biopic.
He only plays himself if you think about
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not an actor to me. Like, if you play yourself in a movie, you automatically
it. Hey, you gotta act like yourself. That shit can be hard to do if you forget who you are.
Exactly, bro. Like, come on. Let's stop playing.
You know, you lose yourself in the music. Your palms are sweaty.
Roger with all these fucking puns and shit. Fuck.
I'm nervous.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I forgot the rest of the lyrics, but I was literally about to say that whole bar.
Oh god, thank God
You forgot the
didn't.
lyric, bro.
You mean he had distracted me?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
but the bro had to turn that shit off. Honestly, bro,
the whole
I'm
crowd
not
goes
even-
so loud.
I'm not even trying to sound like,
come out. He's choking now.
I'm not even trying to sound like Benzino or Lord Jamar.
Why, leave B Rabbit alone.
But,
Okay, Limp Biscuit.
but I've never been a huge fan of Eminem.
All right.
And it's not that-
we're just gonna shut this topic down. Let's see
Hold
what's
on,
next.
hold
on the
on,
list.
hold on.
Next.
What's next on the list? Oh, so Dave Chappelle.
Hey, Dave Chappelle, yeah. His the person that attacked him on stage is claiming he's bisexual. Do we believe in this or no?
I think it's kind of cap.
I think it's cap too.
I think this guy is seizing his moment, as they said in Coco. I think
What'd you say?
Coco. You ever seen a movie where what was it?
Yeah,
and he goes, the dude, he was like, seize your moment. He kept saying that shit. That's what this dude's doing, honestly, bro. Because like he's changed the story a couple times. This is not the first story he said. The first time he said he was trying to raise awareness about something, and then now,
didn't you say something? He had an album out or some shit?
yes,
too?
bro. He
Called
had
Dave Chappelle?
he has an album out. He has an album out, but
And there's
on his album,
there's a song.
yeah, it's called Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, and then he details what the fuck he's gonna like. He detailed what he did like before he did it, like
Correct.
on the song.
This is all for clout, bro.
Yeah.
That's what this is. And truly, I get it. I get it. I do get it. Not saying I would do it and not saying I condone it, but you know, when you're an aspiring rapper and you see guys like 6ix9ine get all of their notoriety from just trolling,
Sometimes
online,
you just want to be famous.
it's like, you know what? Fuck.
That's
I'm gonna just take that
actually true.
route. This is to me, this is a gimmick. He knew what he was doing. This was 100% a part of the plan from the get-go. And he might, I'm not saying is he's not bisexual. That's not what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna fucking deny someone's identity. But
I straight up will. I don't give a
but
fuck.
what
He's
I'm
just
saying
cap.
is he is still using this moment. He may be bisexual, but he's still using this moment.
Fuck that.
to
Send the
get
video
clout.
to Cousin P they showing you're bisexual.
I don't want to see that shit, bro.
I feel like
No, I mean,
and
I'm just saying, I'm all for it, but I'm not. Hold on. Let me back up. I'm not all for it, but I support it. I support it.
But I feel like okay, yeah, if he is bisexual, which whatever, fine.
Prove
But I feel like he just threw that out there to try because he's been getting so much hate.
Yeah.
And so he's trying to get the hate off of him. Okay, well, I only did that because I'm bisexual and Dave Chappelle has said something about the LGBT LMNOP community. And now he's just trying to get out the hatred, like a little bit of a hatred off of him. He's trying to get allies within another community that is just like, you know.
Yeah, this shit kind of sound like what Kevin Spacey did. Remember, like he had that sexual assault allegation against him, you know, for assaulting a young boy, and his reply to it was, "I'm gay." That's all he said. So I'm sorry this happened. I'm gay.
Doesn't mean that you have to be a child predator.
I'm like, oh shit. He used to be one of my favorite actors, not anymore. It's just because you're a creep.
Let's go into some more musical stuff.
Mount Rushmore. So there was a
tweet.
There was okay.
It was a
It was a
tweet.
tweet, not a meme.
It was a tweet at
Okay.
first because I saw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up on Twitter and someone, I forgot, I wish I can cite the source. Sorry, unprofessional, bad podcasting
Fucking Roger.
of me. And it had a Mount Rushmore of just the 2010s.
Okay.
So 2010 to 2019. And it had 3 people on this Mount Rushmore.
The
Now,
obvious
Mount
3.
Rushmore was 4.
Mm-hmm.
That 3 was Kendrick Lamar,
Mm-hmm.
Drake,
Yep.
and J. Cole.
Yep.
So they asked the question, who's the 4th? So it made me want to think, because I know that
Scooby, you can't take my 4th. So we talked about this earlier. You can't take my 4th. But go ahead.
Y'all talked about your answers.
A little bit.
Okay.
I forgot who you said because I know who
Thank God.
I know who I threw out there, and you was like, "Oh, that's a yeah." So, but we'll see.
So it had me just think like who would be considered the 4th in that 2010 era, that 2010 decade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like thinking. So go ahead. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
I'm gonna
'Cause
let you.
I
I'm
haven't
gonna let
even
y'all go
decided
first because
yet.
I didn't think about this because I thought about it, but then you said 2010s, so this includes 2010 to 2019.
Yes.
And the one that I had, he fell off a little bit. So if it was early 2010s, I would have definitely said one person. But then he fell off a little after a little while. So I need to think about this one for a second.
Okay. My number 4, okay, had one of the biggest albums to drop in the 2010s. And I believe this album dropped in 2011, or it might have dropped at 2010. But she has paved the way for a lot of other female rappers to step into the game.
I know where you're going with this.
Not saying I am one of her biggest fans, because truly, she doesn't make music for me, so I don't really care for her music. But you cannot deny influence, and that's Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is number 4 on the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
2010s, she's killed it. She's killed it in rap.
I just thought of mine. Thought of mine, by the way.
And she's killed it in rap. She's killed it in pop. And even returning back to rap, she still does numbers. It's Nicki Minaj.
Okay, fuck it. So because Nicki Minaj also doesn't really make like hits anymore.
I don't know, man. She puts out a single and it still does numbers.
I haven't. Well, okay, fair enough. So I'm going Wale for Lauren.
Ooh.
For my Mount Rushmore, because I'm going with my 4th. I'm still gonna go with him because guess what? Because guess what?
That.
In the 2010s, we had More About Nothing,
Attention
Deficit. We had
Forlorn.
Ambition.
Forlorn didn't do.
Ambition was
Ambition was fucking.
Ambition
genius.
was his best album.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in comparison, Ambition didn't do the same numbers as Pink Print.
Wait, check it.
Go ahead.
We didn't ask for yours. He's telling you his.
I didn't know we were like comparing. I didn't
know
we were gonna argue. Is this an argument?
Yeah, bro. What you talking about? We can't talk about these icons and not fucking argue. What the fuck?
Yeah, but you don't have to try to sway him for choosing his.
I'm not trying to sway him.
Nicki Minaj is better because it didn't do Pink Print numbers.
Yeah, Pink Print
you didn't do
this.
Pink Print numbers.
I'm not swaying him. I'm swaying the audience. I'm making sure they're educated about hip hop.
You know what I think of the audience?
Who? What? No,
I think you guys should enjoy our podcast. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to what was it? I think it's Ashburn, Virginia.
What?
Yeah, they've been showing up, bro.
I thought you was gonna say something else.
Nah, them folks out in Virginia, they own it. So
The
I appreciate
Virginians
y'all.
are digging it. Okay,
I appreciate y'all.
Okay. But anyways, Wale, that's a good one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He had some good features though too, as well.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Like the MMG album that they put out.
Yeah.
Diced Pineapples.
I just feel like
It was close. It was close because I had another one, but it was close.
I just feel like Wale fell off towards the end of the 2010s. That's my only reason.
I feel like Nicki Minaj fell off during the end.
I can agree.
I feel like she fell off in the 2000s, or not the 2000s, the 2020s. But in the 2010s, she was dominant throughout the whole entire time.
2018, 2019, she kind of was like.
Okay, but I'm saying okay.
I say I haven't heard when did you said Pink Print?
Yeah, Pink Print. I think
that was the one with the black thumbprint on the album cover.
The one that had Roman's Revenge on it.
Yeah.
It was like I think
that
the
was
album,
Pink Friday.
Oh, so yeah,
that was Pink Friday. Pink Print had that.
Is that the album you were thinking about?
Had that feature with Ariana Grande,
of,
and it had.
So then she had 2 albums that did spectacular numbers because Pink Friday did. Pink Friday broke records.
Though I only like two Nicki albums, and that's Pink Friday and Pink Print. But I know. When was Pink Print released?
Pink Print, I want to say was released like 2012, 2013. Because I was living in Oregon when that came out, so I was definitely not. I mean, that was definitely after high school.
Yeah, so it's the same. Like I said, it's the same fucking thing.
No, but 2010. So I'm saying like she was still hot.
So was Wale. In the she but like
came out 2014. Pink
2014
Pink
Print.
Okay. So she lasted a little longer than.
But even after Pink Print, she still did well. She didn't do Pink Print numbers the next one, but she still did well. But Wale.
I don't even know
Pink
the
Friday
names.
was first.
Yeah,
I don't even know
Pink
the
Friday
names
was the first
of her
one.
other albums.
To be honest, bro, like I'm not a huge Nicki fan. Like I said, like she doesn't make music for like I'm not in her demographic, so I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan. But like I said, what I will say is she was consistent throughout the whole 2010s.
I'm not knocking Nicki.
I'm not knocking Wale.
letting you
I'm
know.
just saying.
Sounds
bro.
like y'all are both knocking.
Okay, Raj, who's your third? Who's your 4? I want to hear yours.
No, I want to hear y'all continue arguing.
We just finished
we
it, bro.
done.
You can't cut the shit off.
Let us
and
argue
like, hey,
with you now.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say my 4th would probably have to be like Lil Wayne.
2010s?
Yeah, Lil Wayne was still killing it.
Wayne, because
That's when Young Money started, really taking off.
Well, because Wayne, when did Carter 3 drop?
No, I would say that was the 2000s, bro. Young Money? Yeah. And that wasn't because of Wayne, though. That was because of Drake.
Actually, you know what? You're right, because now that I think about it, Bedrock came out and we were still in high school.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
My fault.
Fucking Roger. I'm joking.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Well, when y'all were in high school, what year in high school?
So I graduated.
Chill, bro.
so
Don't
we-
make it sound like we're hella old.
No, you guys, you're only 3 years older than me. But I thought Bedrock came out like what, my freshman year?
Yeah, we graduated in 2010.
Yeah.
So if it came out during when we were in high school, it was before the 2010s. Because you had to.
Oh yeah,
Because we're going to talk
I
about
got you.
we're going to
I
talk
got
about
you.
the 2000s, and we're also going to talk about the 2020s, which I think that's probably going to be the hardest one, just because we're only what was it?
If that's the case, then
Well, the
A$AP
2000s
Rocky.
is gonna be kind of rough for me.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll
Really?
I'll figure it out.
The 2000 is, in my opinion,
Maybe.
the most competitive. But okay,
By
who's
the way,
your
when we talk about the 2000s, we got to all come up with 4 together. That's what I
Together.
agreed on.
Okay.
So
We'll do
it's
that.
not 4 of what each person thinks.
Okay.
It's 4 of the group.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
But I say A$AP Rocky. I enjoyed A$AP Rocky's music a lot then.
I tried not to laugh, and it's not because I don't enjoy A$AP Rocky's music. Matter of fact, I am a huge A$AP fan, not just an A$AP Rocky fan. I love everything that A$AP does, like as a group. I think it's the dopest, illest shit. But numbers don't say that.
I'm not gonna speak on this.
Enjoyment, yeah, I
Niggas gonna be
enjoy
like,
this shit, and I
You
think,
didn't listen to this.
and I think,
I didn't know I was asking for Apprentices Mount Rushmore. I thought y'all was asking for Rogers Mount Rushmore fourth.
Okay, Roger.
Like I said, I
All
enjoyed
right.
his album a
All
lot.
right.
nah, still Nikki.
You got a fucking problem?
Here we go with these fucking puns again, dog. We gonna stop with these puns.
I love bad bitches. That's my fucking problem.
No, A$AP. I'm not gonna deny.
But there was
it.
like 4 people on that song, and he had like, okay,
Yeah, I know he did.
he
have-
didn't even have the best verse.
Yeah, he did have the least memorable
I only
verse.
said it as a pun.
Kendrick,
Hola.
Kendrick Lamar had the Kendrick Lamar had the hardest
Yeah.
verse.
Killing them all dead bodies in the hallway.
He had the best verse. But see, oh shit,
I only know Wild for
you
the
can even
Night.
put-
that's
Who?
Nah, never mind.
You say
I
2
changed.
Chains? Who's you gonna say? Go ahead, just say it.
2 Chainz.
Well, okay. So when we were talking about it before,
2 Chainz was big
I was
for
thinking
a
of
minute there.
I was thinking of Big Sean. See, Big Sean to me had a better 2020 or 2010 career
You know what?
than
That's
Wale.
fair. That's fair.
He did, and he has a better career
Yeah.
than A$AP Rocky.
Big Sean definitely
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
So like when it becomes like in between Nicki and Big Sean,
Well, if
that's
that's
more
the
debatable.
case, you can also add Kanye West to that too.
But see,
and that's the cheat code, to be honest. Like that's what like we're gonna have the biggest issue with, because really you could add Kanye to all 3. You could add him to the 2020s. You could add him to the 2010s. You could add him to the 2000s. Kanye's been
That's actually a debate in his own. Which Kanye decade was the best Kanye decade?
fuck. Oh, I know which one. And I can tell you what year.
But we're not gonna talk about this
Okay.
for a later episode.
All right, so let's go.
But you know what? Actually, you actually persuaded me to change, so I will go Big Sean over
Big
A$AP
Sean.
because Detroit,
Yeah,
fuck, I forgot about the man.
that mixtape was so fucking.
It was.
clean. It had the futures. It
Yep.
had
That mixtape was everything.
This shit was dope. I mean, I can't. What was this other? Finally Famous.
yeah.
What's that? Fucking A. What's the one where he had E40 on the album?
That was Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame was genius.
Yeah. Those are all great albums. No, like I said,
Even
Big,
Detroit 2 is good.
yeah, Big Sean had a run, man.
Yeah,
But Detroit 2 was 2020.
I'm gonna have to switch
Yeah.
my shit.
No,
I might have to switch my
he
shit.
had
Hold
a
on.
run.
Like,
It's really, honestly,
Big
it's
Sean
really
shit was-
debatable
yeah.
between Nicki Minaj and Big Sean.
I
Honestly,
gotta put Big Sean over Nicki.
I mean, biasly, I would say
The
Big
only
Sean.
I would say
reason
big
the-
as far
the-
because the run was crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
It
think
was a
Big Sean
phenomenal
put
run.
out more albums, more music, more futures than Nicki did.
I think it was hustling for a while.
I think Nicki, not knocking her or anything, owes most of her success to like Lil Wayne and Drake. In my
Okay.
opinion, to where Big Sean.
Yeah, but you can say Big Sean the
No.
same thing with Kanye.
So-
you
No,
can say
no,
Big
no,
Sean.
no.
I don't think so because
No,
I like most of
absolutely
Pink
not.
Friday. Most of Pink Friday was Dolo. Like, and I liked all of Pink Friday. And then in Pink Print, I fucked with most of Pink Print, and she didn't have a lot of features.
Yeah, because she couldn't. like when you're a new artist, especially a female
And
artist.
she did a fucking phenomenal job without features. So I can't.
When you're
I'm
a
not
female
giving them
artist,
credit
you
for
gotta
shit.
show that you could rap
You know what I
to
mean?
belong. But
And her mixtapes was kind of hitting too. But
So this is what
she
will
was
end
actually
the
rapping.
argument for me.
okay, go ahead.
When you can drop a song where a guy on the song is dissing you and you still want to show it to people,
Oh god, here we
it's
talk about
fire.
Control.
Exactly. Big Sean didn't have to release Control for the world.
It was actually supposed to be on the album.
Yeah, I know, but
It
they
was.
couldn't get
The samples clear.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, we go. That's debatable between those two. Let's go to the hardest one, which in my opinion would be the 2000s, Mount Rushmore. Especially if we got to agree.
Yeah, we definitely do gotta agree.
But
I'm gonna throw some.
I'm gonna say Kanye West is easily.
Kanye West is no doubt in
no
the mind is on-
contest. Yeah, we're gonna put him
So
on there.
Kanye West is the first head on Mount Rushmore.
He's the George Washington.
Okay. Here's a controversial one. And I didn't think about this until now. Because actually, I didn't think about it until you said his name earlier. 50 Cent has to be on the Mount
yeah.
Rushmore. He does, bro. He was so influential during that G Unit run. And even before the G Unit run, when he was just solo.
Get Rich or Die Trying was was possibly one of the biggest albums. His, what was it called? The Massacre.
Yep.
That was a good album.
And his success was just rubbing everybody the wrong way. I mean, he had beef with everybody, bro.
Music wise, those two albums are really good. I kind of think he fell off after The Massacre.
Bulletproof wasn't good.
I didn't enjoy it as much.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Curtis was.
I liked
Curtis
I didn't enjoy it as much.
I love Curtis. Yeah, that was a good album.
Man,
I didn't enjoy it as much though. I mean, I can definitely make a case if like I come up with other people why I don't think 50 Cent should be on there, but for right now,
Because we're talking early.
Okay.
We're talking
for
early
right now,
2000s,
50
right?
Cent's on
So
there.
right now he is tentative.
We're
Okay.
talking early 2000s.
No,
No, we're
okay,
talking about
okay.
2000. So
Let's do
2000
this.
to 2010.
Yes,
That's the.
Let's do this with 50 Cent. Well, he's a maybe for me.
Okay.
We gotta name more artists before we just say he's on there.
Okay,
So
but
far, the
he
only
should definitely
person that-
be mentioned, right?
He should be
Honorable
mentioned.
mention.
The
We'll
first
put-
person who should be on there, without no doubt, Kanye.
Kanye. Yeah, no one can take his slot.
Yeah.
What about Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne, that's another one. Just
Lil
like
Wayne
Kanye.
gotta go.
You absolutely cannot take Lil Wayne off of the 2000s.
Okay,
No, that's
absolutely. I agree.
those two are still. So now we have two more spots with right now 50 Cent kind of in third.
I got one. It might be a stretch,
Oh, okay. Okay.
but I at least want to put him in honorable mention if y'all niggas disagree with me.
Yeah.
I'm throwing Lupe Fiasco in the ring.
Ugh.
I'm throwing him in the ring.
You know what?
Food and liquor.
You said it. You
Food
said
and
it
liquor
yourself.
and the cool.
Oh shit.
He said it though.
Damn.
I'll throw him an honorable mention. For
Food
a
and liquor.
decade though,
2000 to 2000. We're talking 2000 2010, right?
The
Yeah.
cool
Food and liquor.
Food and
that is
liquor.
that
then
album,
I think
that album
after
saved
Food
my
and
fucking
Liquor-
life for one.
with the I'm Beaming. Is that the album you're about to think of?
I think his third album was Lasers though.
Yeah, Lasers.
Yeah.
No. See, that's it right there. That's a deal breaker for me.
When was Lasers?
Lasers came out in 2009. How I know? Because I was DJing at that time.
Okay.
No.
You didn't like Lasers?
No.
Not at
Lasers had two good songs. It was that song with what was the name?
There was a song with Trey Songz, Out of My Head.
I'm Beaming was good.
I'm Beaming.
I'm Beaming.
And then that song where he remixed that that Hold On. That
I can't. I don't know
yeah.
what the song's called, but I know what you're talking about.
He did that at his concert.
Already.
So I'll put
good.
Lupe
Yeah.
in honorable mention.
Yeah, he's honorable mention. Sorry, Lupe. Honestly, bro, I love your music, but no, that's
Okay.
that's honorable mention.
Are we not gonna throw Eminem up there? I know you said
You gotta do it.
Is he
You
gonna be?
gotta do it. Nah, we can't just not put him in. I know how much you're, but listen, you can't deny.
You can't deny Marshall's.
You can't put Too Short over Eminem.
I would consider Too Short's
Too
probably
Short's-
90s though.
No, dude, his 2000s run was hot, bro.
I'd put him. In
I'm not
honorable
putting.
mention.
I'm not putting him in over Eminem at all.
Not
over
even-
Eminem. You think
Not
Too
even,
Short?
not even,
Even-
E40
even with-
with the hyphy movement.
Ugh.
Nah, even with Eminem's break, he still came back and
Oh, he did take a break.
he did.
Nah, because of that.
No,
Because-
you can still no, you can still take a. You can still take a break.
Let me
and come
see
back
let me look and see how many albums M put out in 2000 that decade.
Honestly, man, I'm leaning.
Nah, you gotta put him in there.
I got another guy in mind that I'm gonna
Okay.
like a little bit. So
I'm
go ahead.
I'm leaning E40, man,
willing
and
to,
not
willing
just
to fight for the motherfucker.
I'm leaning towards E40, not because of numbers.
Hey, TSA, we gotta go.
I'm leaning towards E40 not because of numbers, but because of his cultural impact and his influence. Even so a lot of people were hip to the hyphy movement or even the Bay Area movement, but he took that Bay Area movement and he made it something that was nationwide. I mean, people in Atlanta were listening to the hyphy movement. You know,
I understand that, but look, aside from
Roger got
so I'll put Eminem in honorable mentions.
Okay,
And
go
it's
ahead.
only because this one might be kind of cheating
Go ahead.
because technically we might have 5 people.
It's gonna be tough. I know. I think I know who you're gonna say, but go ahead.
And I'm putting this as the group.
Go ahead.
Outkast. Is Outkast not?
Yeah.
Outkast does not.
Outkast has to. Outkast started the South movement. Outkast.
Idlewild.
I mean, there's so many Outkast copycats right now.
Yeah.
Outkast, 100%.
Outkast has to be like stacked on top of each other on this Mount Rushmore.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, that's a game changer. So we have Kanye West,
Lil Wayne,
Outkast.
By the way, we can't discredit, the international players anthem, how Andre 3000 started off that.
So that 4 spot's tight right now because
Yeah,
we do have 50
we got
Cent
one
still.
more.
We have Eminem. I'll even throw out another rapper.
E40's in that.
E40's in there. Another rapper in the 2010s who he might fall in that same Lupe Fiasco category, but he's a rapper that doesn't get enough credit. Ludacris.
Yes.
Ludacris killed it in the
T.I.
2010s. T.I. killed it in the 2010s, but he got locked up a lot, so that's why he didn't release a whole lot of albums.
What about The Game?
No.
The Game did numbers in the 2000s?
He did? No.
Honorable mention, no?
Yeah, he's way below Lupe.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's not even on Lupe's level. Lupe right now is on the bottom of that list that we have going on.
The bottom.
He is the bottom. Jay-Z. Was Jay-Z's 2000 run?
Yeah.
Not for me.
Or would we say
not
or is
for
he
me.
90s?
I'd say 90s. Yeah, 90s for sure.
Okay.
Well, that 90 ones I feel like is fairly easy to make. By the way, I think we can.
No, the 90s we're going to run to the same issue. The 4th spot. The 4th spot's the hardest spot. The 1 and 2 is easy. Biggie and Tupac in 90s, but that 4th spot starts getting dicey.
Who's the third? Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. He's the most influential rapper of all time. Period.
You're right. I guess I can see that.
So then now we're fighting over in the 90s who was that? And that's going to be tough because
Mac Dre.
No,
Nah.
because I would even say Busta, dude. Busta in the 90s was. I mean, come on.
Nas.
Oh shit! See, now we're really fighting, bro. Like now, now we really. I mean, you can say Snoop in the 90s. I mean, come
Easily.
on, man. This is crazy.
I mean, you can say Dre had a good run.
This is crazy, man.
There's lots of guys. Fucking. We're not even talking about the South. Scarface.
Okay, yeah, notable mention for the 90s.
Yeah,
because that's like Jadakiss would be
we
notable
still
mention
need the
too.
spot for the 2020.
Yeah, for 2000. So number 4. So my vote is 50 Cent, just because of the fact that he did the numbers, he shook up hip hop where everybody was beefing with him, just because he was doing the numbers, and the impact that he had. With other artists coming in like The Game, right? Someone who's on the notable mention, or even Lloyd Banks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that to me is big. But then again, you could even put Eminem in that same slot for the same.
You know why I would choose Eminem over 50?
Why?
Because without Eminem, you have no 50.
That's true. And you know what? I'll bow down. Scoob, you won. I'll say Eminem for one extra reason. And that's because of his influence too in battle rap.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I say Eminem because I'm thinking I had to look it up because he dropped Recovery in 2010, and he dropped Recovery in 2010, and when he left, He left after Curtain Call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so before that, he had MMLP. He had Slim Shady. He had
Those are all in the 2000s?
Yeah, exactly. Started in 2000.
Yeah.
He had Eminem Show.
8 Mile.
8 Mile. They had a soundtrack. He had
Lose Yourself was one of like the top
mhm.
tracks of that era.
He had Relapse, Refill, and yeah, and then Recovery.
And
And
you're
that's
not
all
even mentioning
within-
all the stuff that he did with D12.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
We didn't even jump into
Yeah.
D12.
Okay. I think it's obvious. So for the 2000 Mount Rushmore, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, Eminem, Outkast. Not in any particular order, but yeah, that's what it got to be.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's almost one for every coast besides the East. East didn't even get on the board.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Kanye's
you're right.
Midwest.
I mean, I guess Detroit isn't exactly.
Detroit's technically the North, and then we have two Southern artists, Lil Wayne and
Yeah, the
Outkast.
West Coast wasn't putting out much in their 2000s.
No, we
were
just
they?
we fell off. We didn't know what we were
I
doing.
mean, you had
We-
E40 and E40 was killing it in honorable mentions.
Right.
Honestly, though, 50 Cent probably has to go into that fifth. If we were to have like a fifth
Yeah.
like head,
Yeah.
it'd probably be 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And then E40, you know,
Okay.
because E40 was very, you're right, absolutely right.
Yeah.
The hyphy movement, I was all there for. Tell me when to go, all that shit.
Another honorable mention for the 2010s would be Future.
How we just go from 2000?
I'm just thinking about that. We didn't talk about another. I was just thinking. I was like, man, Future.
Well, then you can consider Big Crit too. Pusha T.
Pusha, Big Crit. No, not even for the. I love Big Crit's music.
Listen, I love
Nipsey.
Nipsey.
You wouldn't put Nipsey Hussle as an honorable mention?
I would throw. You gotta throw Nipsey in there.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Respectfully.
You even said it. What was it? Victory Lap?
Yeah,
You love that song?
I mean, the whole album I was playing over and over and over and over. And this is before he died. This is and by the way, I mean I've been a Nipsey Hussle fan since Lawson Boys. You know, like it's not like it's nothing new. I mean, I've always been a Nipsey fan, but then again, it's just
I just thought about somebody.
what.
Well, not really. Not anymore. Because 2010. We're talking from 2000 to 2010. But like, if he kept it consistent,
Cool.
Bow Wow.
Hell no.
Early 2000s.
That's like
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. I mean, shit. If we're going off of that, you can say Soldier Boy too.
Oh
Big
my God.
Draco. What's up?
fuck
Hey,
no.
Drake stole everything from Soulja Boy.
Shit. I mean,
Fuck
apparently.
no.
Let's move on to the last one, the 2020s, which I think will be probably the most debatable, just because everybody's careers are so fresh.
You said 90s, right? I thought we.
2020s.
No, we're not
we're
doing
doing
90s.
2020s?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
doing
No,
2020s.
so far, who do we think like the top artists are so far?
I think in the
Lil Baby.
2020s, Little Baby.
I was gonna say Lil Baby. That was my first one.
I think that's yeah.
He's the one that's like non-debatable because everything Lil Baby
Shit
puts
getting
out is
deeper and deeper,
fucking
dude.
fire. And I feel like once you out-rap Drake, like on that
That shit.
Yes Indeed.
That's the one I was just saying. Yeah.
Yes Indeed was hard. That's actually the first song I listened to by Lil Baby.
Yeah. I say Cardi. Cardi B got to be on there.
I think Cardi B got to be on there because she's like iconic right now.
Yeah.
So I can agree with that.
Cardi-
What about the baby?
No.
Whoa.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with the baby. I do, but
Speaking of shit.
I think he's on a rapid decline. I think he's on a rapid decline. I just over the past 6 months, like he started off like if this was 6 months ago, if you asked me, I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, top, he on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's on a rapid decline.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
We still got 8 more years.
I mean, he might prove me wrong, and he might, come back out there with this shit.
Right.
Me,
What about Travis Scott? Because he's in that
Travis
same boat.
Scott is
then.
definitely on the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, on the Mount Rushmore.
He has to be.
Not
Travis
necessarily.
has to.
Well,
Travis is doing numbers, dude, and not only does he do numbers,
he's also getting sued too. So
he's
that's
also
why
in
it might
everything,
affect
though.
his career as well.
I don't
That's gonna
I don't
that
know
can
very
affect
much
his career
Travis.
deeply.
I don't think
I don't know a lot of Travis.
I mean, Astro
Oh,
World
man.
was dope.
I'm telling you, the first time I heard Travis Scott, he performed.
I'm willing.
And then I listened. I was like, dude, who's like? I thought he was just another mumble rapper, and I was like, no, this is lit. Like the first song I heard, I mean, I guess I'm like someone who's late to the game was Goosebumps. That was the first song.
Yeah, Goosebumps
and I
is
was just like,
fucking clean,
that's fucking hard.
He did Antidote.
Yeah.
Right? That's the first
don't
song.
you open the damn window. Yeah, that's a good song too. I fuck with.
No,
I
dude.
fuck with the singles.
Travis Scott.
I just never. I don't think I ever sat down and listened to a Travis
Listen
Scott
to
album.
his albums.
I should probably
are good.
listen to it. So I can't even weigh in on that.
I'm gonna put him in honorable
I'm
mention.
gonna have to take that. Okay, listen. Y'all gonna want to fight me at the airport because I think I've heard. I think I've heard y'all disrespect this motherfucker on this podcast before. But I'm gonna throw it out there because he do numbers. He might be an asshole. He might.
Don't say 6ix9ine.
Oh hell no!
Okay, I was
fucking
about to say.
6ix9ine.
I've
never heard a 6ix9ine song in my fucking life.
I thought he was going there.
I was getting
Tory
fucking
Lanez?
close.
Tory Lanez.
Hell no.
Tory Lanez does numbers. Tory Lanez makes bangers. Tory Lanez does yes. Since what was his first shit?
You can't even name it. He's not on there.
When he first came out with Say It, that was R&B shit. But then when he got into his rapping shit, scat.
I'm not putting Tory Lanez up there.
I can't put Tory Lanez.
Okay.
I'm not even putting him in honorable mention.
He's
He's
an
an
honorable mention. He's an honorable mention. But
Not to me.
honestly, now that we're looking at the 4th spot, I kind of want to
Are
put.
we looking at the 4th spot?
Yeah, because we said Little Baby, Cardi B. But honestly, I think Cardi B should be debatable like 50 Cent was right now.
Okay.
So I think the two guaranteed are Travis Scott and Little Baby. I think they're in the 2020s. I think they are the most influential artists, not just by numbers, but also by the impact on the culture. Travis Scott's in video games, even though he got removed, but he was still there. You know what I mean? Like
He didn't
that's
get removed from Fortnite.
Then they remove his skins.
No, I still got it.
Oh shit. Okay. So there we go. So he's still influential even after the shit. So those are the two so far. So we got 2 more slots. I think Cardi B, if we can't find a 4th person, I think she gotta take that 4th spot. But
Logic,
no.
Logic fell off.
Joyner.
No. I love Joyner, but no.
2010 or 2020s.
No, he died in 20.
See the other person, I know you're talking about Juice WRLD, because I was thinking Juice WRLD too.
Oh, I was thinking X.
Oh, those are 2 big ones.
XXXTentacion. But he died before 2020. Shit. This is hard.
Y'all gonna stay disagreeing with my choices.
Young Thug?
No. Corday.
Ooh.
Corday is tough.
No, has he dropped in 2020?
Yes.
Yes, he has. He's dropped
He
2.
just dropped
I might consider Corday.
from a bird's eye view, great fucking
It
album.
is a great album. It didn't get enough publicity.
I went to his concert. That was tight.
Yeah.
It was tight.
Corday's
he put on a show.
Corday's he's right now, him and Cardi we'll have to hash that one out. But
There's an unknown group that I know.
the Migos,
There's an unknown group that I know.
they can't be on it because they broke up.
they didn't break up.
They breaking up.
Takeoff said it was Cap.
Oh. What about Pooh Shiesty?
No. Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no. It's hard to choose dead people. It sucks because I feel like if they weren't dead, they would have had amazing careers. Like Pop Smoke, I think would have still been doing crazy numbers.
Oh,
so it's hard to say. We could.
I might even put Pop Smoke in there right now.
We could. Honestly, we could. We really could.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't, if you asked me,
He wouldn't last.
Yeah.
No.
If you asked, if we're just talking about right now, honestly, I would say Pop Smoke is probably number 3 because he's. I mean, it's a whole trend.
I got to look up 2020 artists right now because
I'm really that's what I just started doing because I'm trying to think. I mean, no rap artists.
Yeah, because I could think of a lot of R&B artists right now.
I'll say Doja.
Is Doja a rapper?
No, that's what I said. If it was R&B.
Okay, because that's a trending topic right now. No one knows.
I would say Von died.
King Von?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Lil Durk.
The Voice is The Voice. The Voice.
I might consider it.
Jid.
He doesn't drop enough though. Like unless it's with.
Hold on.
It's true, man. I want to put Jid up there because every feature he's on.
Oh, dude.
He dropped DiCaprio
Roddy
too,
Ricch.
and that's
No?
we're talking about 2020s, right? That's just within.
I can't say Roddy Ricch because if you say Roddy Ricch, and I can think of another artist I would even put over.
Oh,
I would say Baby Keem. They both have had the same amount of time,
true.
and
I would say they dropped.
and Baby Keem is up next.
He is. Yeah, he might be on this list by the time this year's over.
True.
Jack Harlow, he's consistent enough.
No.
Stop.
Hey, his okay,
No!
Throw it out. Actually, we're not even going.
His last album was trash. Yes, I agree. But
What did he put out before?
I forgot what it's called.
What's Poppin'? The one single? Are we basing putting Jack Harlow on there because of What's Poppin'?
It's 2 years into the 2020s.
We're not doing that. We're not doing 22 years in,
it's not
and you
Jack
have
Harlow.
one single.
He does numbers.
You have one good song.
If we want to talk numbers, then yeah, Jack Harlow does numbers.
I don't care. If we want to no. If we want to talk numbers, we're putting Tory Lanez up there.
Fuck no.
Yeah, it's not Jack Harlow.
No, it's not Tory Lanez.
It's
I would
not.
never
Exactly.
put Tory Lanez.
See,
in
this,
anything.
see, this is
So
why
step
this is
down.
hard. So now that we've thrown out a couple artists, I'm going ahead and slide Cardi in that third slot.
Yeah, Cardi.
She's
Post Malone.
fuck. Now Cardi's back because she can't be number 4.
Post Malone.
Post is he rapper?
He's a
Yes.
rapper, and Post Malone is number 3.
I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying I
Post
never
Malone,
saw Post Malone as
definitely.
being a rapper. He's actually more leaning toward R&B for me, just because his voice is a little bit.
It's melody rap.
Yeah.
It's like what Drake does.
I
It's
get it.
melody rap.
I get it.
So I would say Post Malone is definitely number 3. That's
I was like, I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just wondering where we draw the line at rapper
I hear you.
and melody singing.
I
and
hear
shit.
you, and that's the hard part though, because like in the 2020s, that's what rappers are
Roger's
doing.
ready to come for me at every fucking waking moment. I
Don't
turn a corner. He's
don't-
like,
no, Tory Lanez will never
No,
go
but
on
like
this
this. I
list.
mean, let's talk about it though. Like in the 2020s, that's what rappers are doing. They're kind of singing, rapping.
Yeah.
All of them are. Tory Lanez does it.
Everybody wanna know the
Roddy Ricch does it.
Do we consider Kid Leroy a rapper? He's not going to be on this. I'm just asking.
No,
Okay, good, because I don't either.
let's see.
Honestly,
he's
to
a
me,
pop artist.
honestly, to me, I think we have to put the baby on here as 4
Over Cardi B.
over Cardi B.
Over.
Because I feel like Cardi B's success started late 2010s, like from 18 to like 7. Probably no,
Yeah,
2017.
Invasion of Privacy, I think, was out before 2020.
So I just feel like if you're gonna put Cardi, because like Cardi hasn't, honestly, I don't think Cardi's dropped as much in the 2020s as.
No, she hasn't.
So like you can't put her on this.
I mean,
list.
the biggest song she's dropped is WAP in 2020s.
I want to throw somebody out there,
and I
but
think the baby's been more
I
consistent.
don't know because he's still newish
Who?
and he's not real. He's not known enough, I don't think, to throw him out there. But I fuck with his music.
6ix9ine?
No, stop throwing 6ix9ine out there. God damn.
You're a secret 6ix9ine
I've never heard a
fan, no.
fucking 6ix9ine song ever. No, D Smoke. Just my boy does. He's a rapper.
It's crazy.
He does. He's bilingual. That fool does bilingual rapping. Clean fucking style. I have not heard a D Smoke song. I have not heard a D Smoke song that I don't like.
You know, it's hella funny. So go to my search history. What's that second name right there? I was listening to D Smoke today.
I have not heard a D Smoke song that I don't like yet.
And just to
Inglewood High was a good album.
and just to say again, I'm a huge D Smoke fan.
He shouted out my grandmama on the song.
Okay. You know, I'm a huge D Smoke fan, but D Smoke can't be number 4. He's a great honorable mention, but he just hasn't had enough commercial success to be number 4.
Yeah.
So I think I gotta agree with Roger. I think the baby.
Like I said, it's still
I hate to
early
say
in
it,
2010,
'cause-
so
Yeah,
all these
he
people
could
might
come
not
back.
be on this list. Like we might have a different opinion in like 2030,
But when did the baby come out?
probably late 2019.
Yeah, probably like 2019, 2018. But
Hold on.
yeah, when did Kirk come out? No, Kirk came out when I got married.
It's not even Kirk. It's that one.
Because Kirk came out in 2019.
The baby. He came out with Baby on Baby was 2019.
More some shit with some bop in it.
Kirk was 2019. He dropped 2 in 2019.
Yeah,
so
he drops a lot.
So if we're doing 2019,
no, we're doing 2020. What are you dropping in the 2020s?
2020, he dropped Blame It on Baby, and Blame It on Baby was good.
Yeah, it was good.
But his album after Blame It on Baby, what was it? My Brother's Keeper. And then he dropped
That was an okay album.
And then he dropped he dedicated it to his brother that passed away.
Yeah.
It was an okay album.
And then there was that album he just dropped in 2022 with Youngboy. And I didn't really like it, but
nah, that was, like I said, that was subpar.
But I feel like we've disqualified people from these lists based off of their latest release or based off of an album that they released. So
Like
are we not stick? Are we no, not Tory Lanez. I'm talking about Lupe. You got rid of Lupe because of lasers. So are we not doing? Are we not sticking to this same type of formula for the
was that
baby?
2010s?
Yeah, 2010s. We have 10 years work, and then so what we're looking at is 10 years of your body of work.
Yeah, and I'm looking at his last 2, and I'm like,
There's only been 2 years into 2020.
I know, but those last 2 that he dropped in the 2020s,
So
were trash.
So who you fighting for? Who's
fourth in
who do you
2020?
Who do you think is number 4? Are
If
you
say
saying
Tory Lanez, I swear to God, I'm unplugging you. And kicking you. I'll go fresh and fit on
Tory?
I might
put it down.
I might, but you got to make a really compelling argument. I might give for Corday. I might.
Okay,
I would give for
all right, bet.
I might.
All right, so let's go. Let me bring up an album list real quick.
The only
track list.
Only thing is commercial success. That's the only difference between the two.
Okay, commercial success, but he dropped From a Bird's Eye View dropped in January
Last year.
this
year.
2022. Yeah.
Dropped this year. And then he dropped one right before the pandemic, I swear.
Mm-hmm. He has his
as YBN.
He dropped Lost Boy in 2019.
I like that.
Yeah, and he didn't drop it. He wasn't YBN. He changed his name to Corday at that time.
Oh, really? That's
yeah,
when
he
made...
released it as Corday.
Yeah.
And that's when that whole issue came out.
Yeah. So like I said, have you heard From a Bird's Eye View?
Oh, it's one of
I've
my
heard all his stuff. I like Corday
it's
a lot.
one of my favorite albums.
You said you haven't heard it.
I
he
never
did.
said that.
He said we both said we heard it.
You heard the new album?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like, dude.
So-
I like Corday. I've been liking Corday when he was in YBA. Like, I like that shit he did. What do you call it? Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
I'm going off of the fact that Corday, I like artists I can listen to no skips.
True. Same.
And I'm telling you, from Lost Boy to this From a Bird's Eye View, I can go on my Apple fucking Music. Oh, I can go on my Apple. My bad. I can go on my Apple Music. And,
bad.
I know, right?
He's ready to meet us at the airport. You hear us? Are you saying that?
Listen.
Okay.
I can go on there and I can just hit play and I can do start to finish every single Corday song until I'm done. So for 22, I think, like I said, he took so long to drop because of pandemic. Now that pandemic is up, I think we're going to be hearing a lot more. I think we're going to be hearing a lot more from Corday. And
he might do the whole Kendrick Lamar thing. Wait 5 years. And
he's not that big. He still has his grind to go. But like,
yeah, he can't live off of his booze.
But like,
he's consider Kendrick Lamar.
He's done shit with Anderson .Paak. And, it's fucking amazing.
Has Anderson .Paak dropped this year?
This year, no,
because I'm not including Silk.
If you can go home right now and listen to Corday, and
it's not
on your
the
way
quality.
Home.
See, we're not.
I'm talking about quality of music.
You gotta understand. Like, okay, so when I'm thinking about these,
I would honestly put
Little
Durk over, like, the Baby. Now that I think about it, just because
I would probably put Durk over both of those.
I haven't heard Durk.
Durk has had a crazy run. His 2020 run has been phenomenal.
Ever since after he dropped the song with Drake.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
He's been doing.
Y'all made me think I'm fucking out of touch with some shit because I'm just like, because I might be out of touch because y'all throw it out names. I was just like, I don't see these people being as big.
Lil Durk's music isn't really for me either.
Yeah,
like I don't listen to a lot of it, but I know a couple songs,
and that's why I'm not doing this based off of quality of music only, because my definition of quality of music is very different from the masses, right? So I had to look at the numbers, but then I also look at cultural impact. And right now, King Von is carrying the torch for Chicago. He is. So
Lil Durk.
Yeah, Lil Durk. Sorry, King Von did it too.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, man. Actually,
Will we consider Mozzie?
No.
Okay. He's killing it.
Shout out to Mozzie. Like Mozzie. Listen to Mozzie. But no.
Okay. Not for 2020s.
No, not yet. He might catch up, but I think Lil Durk right now is
Corday is a strong
that what was it that Mozzie and YG the shit that they dropped was fucking clean, but
yeah.
Mozzie dropped with Eminem. I think that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah.
Especially because Eminem doesn't just do music with anyone.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'm saying I'm going Lil Durk.
I'll go Lil Durk too.
I'm outnumbered because I don't know Lil Durk music.
All right. So Travis Scott for 2020s. We're going Travis Scott.
Lil Baby.
Who's our third?
I don't remember.
I fucking forgot.
Dude.
Didn't y'all throw in Cardi? What did you throw?
No, it wasn't Cardi. We threw Cardi out.
Okay.
Damn. Who's our third? Well, anyways, y'all heard the shit. So the third person is third person, and then Lil Durk. Number 4.
Oh, Post Malone.
Post Malone.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. Post Malone. Number 4. There you go. And no, specific order at all. That's what it is. I think we got to end it here.
I think 2020. That was the hardest one because I don't.
It's hard because it's hard to base 2 years.
It's
Because
so
I'm
fresh.
not. Because yeah, exactly. You're trying to list people from the past 2 years, and I'm just like most of the people I listen to are from mid 20s, like or the mid 20
or 2019,
2010s, or
yeah.
like
even you might think
that.
it dropped in 2020, but it really dropped right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just like, I get it. It's hard, and honestly, like I said, we may revisit this topic next year, and it might be completely changed.
I think we need to revisit this topic, not necessarily next year, but honestly, because it sounds like we don't listen to enough of like the artists nowadays that are dropping.
Give it 6 months. Give it 6 months.
Yeah, I'd say we give it a couple months, listen to some music.
Yeah, y'all need to
that's dropping
recommend
now.
some stuff.
Yes, absolutely. Speaking of that, since we're about to end it right here, we would like to interact with you guys. So we strongly suggest, please leave us comments on anything, Instagram post, this YouTube video, anything. We will accept any type of criticism as possible. We would like to interact with y'all. Please leave a comment.
There we go. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications so that way you can get notified. And also, as Roger said, comment. We will get back. We want to interact with y'all.
Even if you say we fucking hate you, we'll accept that comment.
Exactly.
We might respond back.
Yeah.
Get that
But we'll
school
take it.
motherfucker off the
Shit.
show, bro.
There we go. There we go. And if you're listening to this on any of the streaming services for any of the podcasts like Spotify or Apple Pod, be sure to follow so that way you once again are notified because we do post more than just Shit Talk episodes. We also have the happy hour, which you want to tune in, and we also have other podcasts that are coming very, very soon. So
If y'all want an easy way to find all of our sites, all of our socials, we just created a link tree. It's in the Instagram bio, the TikTok bio. It's in all the bios.
And then make sure you peep that Roger's OnlyFans is at the bottom.
there you go. We swinging dick over here. But anyways,
Swinging dick.
anyways, but we appreciate everybody for tuning in and listening to this episode, and I appreciate everybody who's helped out with this pod. You never know when something traumatic is going to happen, so I just want to say thanks to everybody. Hope you all stay safe out there, and
Thank you for Scooby coming on today.
Appreciate y'all having me again.
Solo Dolo.
Yeah,
there you go. And we got Megan out there in the heat, so we're going to get that going too. But anyways, thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.